this warning. The following material is for A4 security clearance personnel only. It is a federal crime to view such material without proper authorization. It's time for Cloak and Dagger. Let's go.
I like the geriatric bad guys.
Because you can relate to them more
I can
now?
relate to them.
Okay, I understand.
Well, coming out of the spooky season, I think it's appropriate because they're both in Psycho.
Old people can still serve a purpose.
And he's in an old show called Wagon Train.
From a long time ago.
Yeah, I watch some of those sometimes.
Oh, did you recognize him?
I did.
You're like,
That's
it's
that
the
guy
from the thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
They were married in real life for a long time. Like 50-some years.
A lot of gray hair.
That's why you could tell, man.
Yeah.
They had that flawless chemistry together.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Bad Movies Rule. Those of you who have never listened to the show before, we're going to go scene by scene through this bad boy. We are not movie critics. We're a bunch of filmmakers, friends, comedians, improvisers who are looking to just have a few laughs with you. So if this is your favorite movie, of all time, please, no reason to take this personally. We're all just here for a little bit of a laugh. Time to introduce today's panel. We got Chuck in the house.
I'm back.
What's up, man?
I'm doing well.
What do we do to deserve 2 weeks in a row?
Well, someone had to drop out.
All right, that's fair.
That's fair.
You came in and said, should you pretend to be Stephanie this whole time?
Yes.
Yes.
Which you could. You don't have enough tattoos, though.
Oh, that might be true, yeah.
Or unless you've been secretly covering up incredible tats this whole time.
He does have long sleeves on today.
That's true.
Rip off the shirt, Chuck. Let's see.
Come on. You want to see my tattoos?
Yes, I do.
Ready? I have none because I'm a total wimp. Tattoos scare me.
I was so excited.
Okay.
Needles in and out a lot of times with ink is scary.
So is Cloak and Dagger 1984 something you saw in
I did not know this movie existed, and I almost watched the 1946 Gregory Peck version.
Well,
and I'm like, that may be not our brand, so
close enough.
which one is this we're watching? They had to tell me.
If there's a Gregory Peck version and a cheesy 80s one, just assume it's the cheesy 80s one.
Yes, I was pretty sure that was correct. Because when you type in Cloak and Dagger in IMDb, this movie does not come up first.
No,
it's a second one,
yeah.
right?
Yes, yeah.
But it does make me want to see the Gregory
I don't know
Peck.
if it was actually Gregory Peck, but it was an old guy in 46.
So remake, the kid was playing Gregory Peck.
I don't think they have any relation whatsoever. Especially it would. Well, let's see, 46. It wouldn't be video cassettes. It would be what, like
reel to reel.
I don't even think they had those. It'd be records.
I think you had to get a wooden wheel.
It'd be some
turn it around.
It'd be some old typist stenographer that has a giant reel of tapes, and they're just carrying her around trying to
Connected
get
to
them
one of those large Dutch windmills that turns it.
And people would just
water.
You can actually see movies when they first come out. Someone would just come to your seat and tell you what's happened.
Yes,
Right.
that's right.
Exactly. Also in the house, we got the machine punter, Curt Mummer.
What's up, you beautiful bastards?
How's it going, dude?
I'm good. How
I
are
like
you guys?
Your shirt today. It says
Thanks.
I keep all my dad jokes in a database.
It's true.
What a nerd.
Yeah, it was a Father's Day shirt. What an idiot I was.
Was this a movie from your childhood?
Yeah, it was, but I didn't watch it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was from my childhood. I just never saw it.
You just made me do some
E.T.
math.
was in our childhood, but I didn't see that until I was 13.
Seriously. Okay.
Yeah.
So the fact that this was the E.T. kid didn't probably even register with
No, not at first.
Okay.
Yeah. And then also on the same lines of this, when I Googled it, I actually got the Marvel version. So I said, that's not what I'm watching. I'm not watching the Cloak and Dagger TV show.
I still have not seen it.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay.
It was Gary Cooper.
Not Gregory Peck.
No, and not to be confused with Cloak and Shag Her.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
That's,
that one.
That comes up
coming
here as well.
Patreon exclusive.
I didn't
next
watch that one.
Chuck reviews in a solo episode. Cloak and Shag Her.
I don't
Bring
even
your own
want to know
lotion.
what that was based off of, because that'd be really disturbing if it was based off of this movie.
100%.
Yeah.
Also, we've got the mad genius Joe Goratowski in the house. Welcome in, sir.
What's up? I'm sorry. Hey, everybody. Hey, woo, I'm here.
That's the kind of energy we need.
Sorry, I apologize.
Now-
I was confused on which person I wanted to be today.
Were you also confused on which movie? Because everybody else seemed to be.
No, I wasn't actually, because I watched this before.
Oh, so you are the only one.
Oh, yeah. Yes. So I did watch this, not in 1983, right? No?
4.
80
Yeah, but close enough. When you were 5 years old.
Whatever.
When you were in kindergarten.
When I was, so I was probably 10, 11,
Yeah.
about that age. But about what time this kid's age is. That's
Interesting.
when I seen it.
Okay.
So this was a nice revisit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I did see it. I remember nothing. So I guess I should say I knew of the movie. So it might as well have been my first time watching it. I was too busy the year I was in kindergarten listening to Michael Jackson's Thriller album on my little record player over and over again and trying to learn the dances. I couldn't be bothered to watch Cloak and Dagger.
Of course. I would have been 8 when this movie came out too. So I would have been the age of the little girl.
Yeah, perfect.
Me and Kim would have been interested in each other.
This apparently, though...
Really? Well, I had some girlfriends back then.
Okay. Wow, Chuck.
When you were 8?
Yeah, it was a little, anyways.
Bragger.
No, I don't know. I think I had a 1 in front of the 8 my age.
I just love how Chuck just drops those things so casually. You just like,
What,
you know.
you all didn't have little girlfriends at 8 years old?
I had,
Oh, look at me. I'm a cloak and bragger.
Hey, don't,
You said girlfriends with an S. How many were you juggling at the time, and did they know about each other?
I think there was maybe 2.
Okay.
Maybe 1.
Was
Then it all went downhill when my parents
You
said, probably
player.
shouldn't date girls
Chuck-
now. And I waited till I was like
Chuck,
25.
Chuck, how many illegitimate children do you think you
He was
have?
8.
I don't have any eligibles.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty positive. It would be miraculous conceptions. I've been well misled on
I'm
how
just
that
asking.
happens
Yeah.
if I have illegitimate children out there somewhere.
All right.
Was this a the classic playground marriage situation? Did you have a wedding out?
Yes, and then my best friend stole her, and then I stole her back. It got very
Bastard.
soap opera-y. Yeah.
Bastard.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
One day we'll do a deep dive into the illegitimate marriage of his.
Yeah, I think the reason is that my siblings are quite a bit older than me, so they were like teenagers and they were like dating and
They're egging you on.
So I'm like, oh well, that sounds fun. I guess I should do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a hot girlfriend.
She was.
Yeah.
Was she?
Matter of fact, I'm going to get 2.
Me.
Yeah, show them.
Yeah.
Whatever. Well, welcome in, guys. I'm so excited to be talking about Cloak and Dagger. Now, I will say this is the kind of movie. For some reason, it missed all of us as children, other than
me.
So understand that, and I already kind of said it in the opening. I know that these nostalgia movies hit real personal for some people out there, and so I'm sure there's people out there where you love this movie, and hey, maybe we do too. At the end, we'll tell you what we think about it, right? But just know this is all in good fun. We are about to destroy this thing, okay?
In case you were wondering, it's coming.
The best way possible, we're going to destroy
But that's the way the podcast works,
how it
okay?
works.
That's
If
how
you
it
haven't
works.
picked that up by now, probably go somewhere else. I don't know.
Let's hit some of these vitals really quick. The movie was directed by Richard Franklin, and guy was a real Franklin, let me tell you.
He was a real turtle.
I'm saying. Did you know the movie Blue Lagoon? Any
Yeah,
of you?
that
No.
could have also been why I was interested in dating girls at 8.
Maybe. That movie was interested in you
I
dating
should
girls at 8.
not have seen that movie when I did. I'll just say that. Yeah. I'm not sure I'd be comfortable seeing that movie now.
I know.
Yes.
No way.
Which movie is this?
Blue
Blue Lagoon.
Brooke
Brooke
Shields.
Shields.
Oh, is that the weird one where they're like living in a jungle and it's like
Yeah,
forgetting some
island.
kid?
Marooned on an island.
You know,
Yeah.
their parents got killed. They're very emotional. I can
Wasn't she like
remember a lot.
14 or
Maybe
Yeah.
Maybe I
brother,
did see this
sister,
movie.
Weird thing.
Brooke got really sexualized very early.
very, very early. Poor girl.
very.
And but anyway, Richard Franklin, the director of Blue Lagoon,
I saw that.
also directed Cloak and Dagger. Movie was written by Tom Holland and
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
We'll go
No,
with
sorry,
that in
wrong Tom
1984.
Different looking Tom Holland. Tom Holland's aged really
Cornell
well.
Woolrich and Nancy Dowd. Now, Tom Holland, the name has been said on this podcast before because he also wrote Child's Play, the Chucky franchise.
Child's Play 2,
the first
if
one.
I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
the first couple of them.
Yeah.
Movie stars Henry Thomas, as everyone knows from E.T. as Ellie. I can't do a good one. Can you do a good E.T.?
No.
No.
Elliot.
Here's my finger.
Elliot phone
do that.
As much as I got.
He's also was in Haunting of Hill House and a bunch of like those. movies.
I was like, oh, that's the kid from E.T. And then I looked him up. And yeah, he's had a very good career, still making stuff.
Yeah, so good for him. He survived being a child actor. Dabney Coleman would be the other huge actor to know. And of course, John McIntyre, which Chuck realized was from what show now?
Wagon Train.
Wagon
Yes.
Train.
Yes.
Never saw it.
Go eat.
It's all about wagon trains and different
Yep,
people
going-
come and
yeah,
go from
going
a wagon
east.
train.
Yeah,
and he's like a helper getting them across the country. And
Got it.
it's, yeah.
He was also in Psycho. He was the sheriff
Oh, was he?
in Psycho.
I think he had a very long and successful career, that gentleman.
Anytime we see black and white IMDb photos, you know they've been in Hollywood for a hot minute because his wife, his real life wife, apparently is Jeanette Nolan, who also is in this movie. And do we know if she actually has only 3? Or was that,
That's pretty good fake finger.
I know if it was.
Yeah, it was definitely somebody.
This is one of those movies that's got a lot of those, that guy from the 80s stuff.
Yes.
A lot of those people you recognize from a lot of things.
But the one I was most excited, we, for
where'd
some
he come
reason,
from?
are on a run
Seriously.
of Bill Forsythe movies.
I don't remember him in this movie.
Yeah.
We did The Rock.
Yeah.
We just did Stone Cold, where he was one of the
Dick
he was the crazy
Tracy?
biker guy. He was Flat Top and Dick
Yeah.
Tracy.
Well, who
and
was,
then
I don't remember him in this one, though.
he
He's
was
the-
Morris, the
yeah.
nerd that works at the game shop.
That was who he
That
was?
Bill
Oh, my gosh.
Forsythe.
No, I never would have put that together.
You just couldn't see him
have-
through the Coke bottle glasses.
Unintentionally done 4 of his movies in 2 months.
He apparently knows how to take apart video games and write his name in gunshot in brick walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. They
He's
had
pretty talented.
Coke bottle glasses on. It might have been why you didn't recognize him.
There's something also very interesting about 80s films that you can always pick out the football player
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
who's wearing a little bit too tight a
It's the gray sweatsuit.
gray sweatsuit. Yeah.
Yeah, a little too tight.
Not something's changed, I think, in gray sweatsuit manufacturing in recent years. Because
I don't know, man.
I'm also going to put this in the same realm as RoboCop,
Sure.
just because the officer Fleming. He obviously becomes RoboCop's boss.
Yes, the detective from RoboCop.
Yeah.
I was like, he walked up to the door, and I'm like, I'm thinking Beverly Hills Cop, but I couldn't. That's a different cop.
No, yeah.
But it was the RoboCop guy.
Yeah, so he basically did this first.
Yeah.
And then when he,
He said, "Forget this. I'm moving to Detroit."
and he's like, I'm going to deal with robots. Yeah.
Fair enough. Movie currently sits at a 6.6 on IMDb, and so that in of itself won't qualify it for our show. And the critics rating doesn't qualify it for our show, which is a 67%.
Okay, then
Don't do
how?
it. Don't do it. Don't
How,
do it.
James?
Guess what? For all of you people that are mad that we're doing it, it's the people's fault.
Seriously.
that
Your
it
fault.
qualifies.
That's so weird.
The audience score is rotten at
5,000
56.
plus ratings at 56%.
I know.
I don't get it. Maybe it's the sort of scary, slightly disconcerting violence against children.
No, but when you watch
No,
it,
no,
you-
no.
you
That's
currently
perfectly
think,
fine.
like-
This is 1984.
Or
Yeah.
when I watched it, it's like, okay, well, I could see I bet this is a movie that people loved, but critics were like, meh about. And then to find out that was the opposite.
I know. I was very surprised about that.
I love the fact that this is 1980s and this passes for PG.
Whoa,
Right.
yeah.
That gets me every single time.
Slightly
There's
different
literally murder,
Yes.
We literally grew up in a different time.
blood,
Yeah.
Dude,
floating bodies,
Yeah.
dead carcasses and trunks.
Yep.
And it's like
And I'm here for it.
PG-13 or PG.
PG.
It's fine. Yeah.
Well, that's just
this
because they
and
didn't have-
this and Fern Gully.
They didn't have 13
Are the
yet.
same.
that's because they didn't have PG-13 yet, so they'd go,
I know.
well, it's not ours. It's not ours. So.
It has to be PG.
It had to be pretty close to this time they had 13, though, PG-13.
So it was this year.
What movie was it?
Temple of Doom is the one that finally
I
was
thought
like.
it was Temple of
so they're ripping hearts out of dudes' chests,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
Like I think we got to have another rating.
Need another
I feel like
rating.
there needs to be another rating.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think we should do? Well, let's do PG, but let's just 13.
You should probably be
That's about
13
right.
to
Yeah.
see this.
Halfway to 17, we'll make one right in the middle there.
Yeah.
So yeah, by 85 they had PG-13, but here they didn't. It was just like, well, that was it. That's why Monster Squad, which was 87, which we just did, which has like body parts and chunks of werewolves,
It's true,
and
yeah.
Yes.
just like
That's-
disgusting things, and that was PG-13.
PG-13, okay.
Right. And now that movie would be R because these kids are cursing, shooting people,
Yes.
and bodies are exploding. And I'm like, even when I watched that, I was like, this would be an R-rated
The
movie
only
today.
reason this movie...
This should have been an R movie. The kids smuggling freaking looking handgun looking things in the government buildings.
All right, that's fair.
Anyways,
All right,
Not a lot-
guys.
Not a lot of bad language, though.
No. We're going to dive into the scene by scene. Before we do that, I wanted to let you know a couple of quick things, how you can reach the show, because we want you to be able to give your thoughts. One of the tent poles that BMR is built on is listener interaction, and so we do that on our Monday mailbags. You can email the show at thisshowIstrash@gmail.com and let us know. Maybe you grew up with this movie and you're one of those people that this is like my favorite movie from my childhood. Tell us why. Tell us your story of seeing it. This show is trash@gmail.com, or you can call and leave us a voicemail. It gives you 3 minutes to pour your guts out on there. 262-757-8567. And lastly, if you'd like to support the show, help us keep everything going, we would greatly appreciate that. And anytime we've got somebody here at the table that has their own exclusive podcast on our Patreon, I like to bring that to everybody's attention. And so Curt has Cartoon Clubhouse.
Yes, sir.
That you can every month, Curt hosts a show talking about a new cartoon. And so your most recent one was...
Toxic Crusaders.
That's right, Toxie.
Yeah, and then we're working on the Critic now.
I love the Critic.
Oh, that's good.
Is it coming back? I heard it's coming back.
I heard so too. Yeah, I'm doing some research. It sounds like John Lovitz wants to make it happen.
John Lovitz. You got one coming up with him too? Do you know what cartoon you guys are doing?
We're doing Nightmare Before Christmas.
Perfect. Look at that.
Yeah.
They do it.
For next Halloween.
I should also say not just
joking.
cartoons, but like animated films.
Yeah, we like animation.
Because you've done Lego Batman movie,
Yeah.
and a couple other movies, I think, right? Or Transformers,
Yeah,
G.I. Joe.
Transformers the movie, G.I. Joe the movie. Not the live action movie.
Right. No,
We did that one as well.
Yeah, but-
but that was for BMR. I got you.
So if you guys want to hear them talk about your favorite animated classics, patreon.com/badmoviesrule, and you can jump on along with a host of other shows that we have on there. We appreciate you guys. We are going to take a quick break and then get right to our scene by scene. All right, guys, you ready to start this thing?
Yes. Let's start
get
it.
straight into our scene by scene here, where the
Now.
movie starts in Russia, and you can tell we're in Russia because of the hats.
And the flag in the background.
It's not bad.
Every time Americans make movie, we have to get these stupid hats on. It's so stupid. We don't even wear these in Russia.
Many goats have died to
right.
supply these hats.
In fact,
I have a hat kind of like that. It's a good hat.
only the richest of Russians have hats to wear.
I think it's made out of squirrel. No, rabbit, probably.
In Russia, we keep squirrel and rabbit as pets until they die. Then we make hat.
It's good use. Good use of the skin.
Nothing go to waste.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Or the fur, I should say.
That's right. In comes Jack Flack on a American flag
Yeah.
parachute. Now, before I realized this wasn't actually
Well,
happening.
yes, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's going to be that kind of movie. Because I had no idea what this was about. I mean, we had Dabney Coleman because you see him in the cover. I'm like, oh, well, okay, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or did it sound like throughout the entire movie they're not saying Jack Flack, they're saying Jack Black?
Yeah, my wife
yes.
cut that.
Like I thought for sure we're talking about Jack Black, and like,
right.
I thought Kyle Gass was going to come out,
That's right.
and like Tenacious D was going
right.
to do a whole bit or something like that, or
Yeah,
something.
it wasn't his destiny.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're fighting Russia. We're gonna do
gotta-
it. Yeah, we're fighting Russia, and it's gonna be great. Yeah, and he's just goes through this whole thing.
Yep.
Just starts
That's
They
what I
cut
thought
that
it was.
whole song out and they're like, let's put it in Minecraft.
La, 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 lava.
Chicken.
Dude, it's having a kid at the right age when that came out.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will have that in my brain.
Me and my kid love that movie.
Eternity.
It's fantastic.
That song is incredible. Remember they were singing it every Wednesday night for
Yeah,
like
they
3
were
weeks.
for a while.
It was
yeah.
great.
I didn't understand what was going on. I don't know any of that stuff.
This, and I just remember going, well, that's not very spy friendly giant American flag.
Yes, I thought that too.
Parachute, and it's just like, all right, we're just going to embrace it. You want to get strangled in the cords of an American parachute?
Yep.
It's going to come down and wrap this thing
Yeah.
around this guy's neck, but it sucks back
Sucks
into
back
his.
into his.
That's
his
what I was going to say.
backpack.
You're never going to, they didn't even know unless he,
Yeah.
falls on top of him. It's not that he leaves it behind.
What if-
Just sucks it right into his back.
Where's the button in his jacket? Like, what if he's talking to somebody and it accidentally goes off and it shoots this American flag parachute out behind him?
He's talking to a girl spy and he's getting real excited. Almost as you see out behind him.
Well, did he hide the body though? I don't
Pledge
think he did.
allegiance
No, he
to the
just-
flag of the United States of America.
That's weird.
Oh God.
Put that in there.
Sorry
no, he
about
left the
that.
body in the middle of the
Yeah.
road. He blow darts another guy.
That's right.
Yeah, with a cigarette gun, I'm guessing.
gun,
And
sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there leaning.
Looks like he's going to smoke a cigarette.
I've never seen Dabney Coleman be like a badass, I guess. I don't know. So
No,
that was a
not
little
really,
bit
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it
He's
was.
like the super spy. And this car pulls up, and he's watching these guys get out, and one's looks like an Arab chic guy, and then there's this
His
very
girlfriend.
attractive girlfriend. And,
I love they just go all in the 80s stereotypes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
You know, Russians wear the hats, Arabs wear the robes, and
right.
the turban thing on their
Yep.
heads.
And this
the
dude,
Russian general of some
Yeah.
sort wearing about 5,000 medals.
all of
I
them.
think he
all
was
of the
Nazi.
medals.
Actually, I was very confused.
Could have been an
He went around to
Yeah.
all. He went around to all his soldiers. Like,
Yeah.
give me all your medals.
Yeah.
When I get out of this limo, I want to look impressive. Put them all on me.
I'm trying to figure out because I've never seen this movie. I'm like, what era are we in? I swear that's a Nazi uniform, but the Russians and this, yeah.
Well, it makes sense for what we know it ends up being
Well,
here,
yes,
right?
yeah.
Because the guy handcuffs some briefcase to himself, and Jack has a
Watch saw.
circular saw built into his watch, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cuts the
That's
hands,
the handcuff.
And grabs it like it's nothing.
Yeah.
makes one guy stab himself.
yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
He makes one guy stab himself, and he beats up the other guy, and he still has time to be like, What's up?
Yeah.
What's up, baby?
And then the girl pulls it out of her cleavage and little handgun.
Yep.
And then he's got a bulletproof hat.
Right.
Shoots her.
Yeah.
Ricochets.
Stays right back into her heart.
And nobody in the party. Everyone's just in there still dancing.
What happened to that general with all the medals?
Shot, didn't he?
It's not like they're shooting guns at pots and pans outside.
Well, it's Russia. You never know.
Bing bong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He starts running down the
Somebody
street.
want to move this car?
Are the
please?
Asian dictators here?
Car. There's a line of guests that can't get into the party because his car is just here. His dead body is scattered around the steps.
Somebody, please.
It's another day in Russia, man.
We killed the guy that parks the cars.
Oh, that's what it was.
We have buddies here. Get the stick. We have to get these guys and push them with the stick and get them out of here.
Bring out your dead cart.
Okay. He gets attacked by giant 20-sided dice.
At that point,
Jack
I'm
does.
like, this is a crappy movie. And then I'm like, oh, wait, that looks like,
It's a game.
It's all pretend. Oh.
It's a game.
Or is it?
I don't know.
It's really just Davy and Kim playing with Chick Magnet Morris. Right? It's not D&D, but it seems to be similar to
Role-playing game.
role-playing
Yeah,
because he's like,
it's like-
how does he escape? He's like, well, because the dice say that he escaped,
Right.
and he's got, 25 agility, and and then no one wants.
Yeah, and I
to-
rolled
Oh,
a
that's how that ends.
24.
Because he goes jumping over it, and all of a sudden his feet just go out of screen.
Right.
Then it's like it pans up to them
You're like,
playing the
damn,
game.
Dabney Coleman got hopped.
Seriously, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
White
Inspector,
men can jump.
That's right.
Inspector Gadget himself right
Yeah.
at the top of that wall.
It was interesting to see inside of Morris's little office here and just the 80s-ness
Yes,
of it.
the
And
Ataris he had stacked up.
all the Ataris and the.
And he's got that. I love the old tube monitors, TVs. They're just TVs, rabbit hair still on the top, and the switches,
The
the
clear
analogs,
knobs.
yeah.
Click
Yeah.
knobs,
Right.
the sides.
And I think he had like a Commodore in front of him, an Atari.
Yeah.
And I think he had a switcher off screen. He switched it when he put later on he puts the game in.
Right.
And then it switches over to the other. Like
Top
oh,
end, dude.
man,
that's what I'm saying.
quality
I
stuff.
don't know how he wasn't drowning in women.
Seriously, it was a nice shop too, called the Gamekeeper. I
Right. If he had just been able to take a couple women into this, he goes, hold on, let me see it. Let me show you the switcher.
Yeah,
Do you
instead of
think,
kids.
do you think comic book guy was based on this character a little bit?
He looks like him.
The tops, the
That's
kind of
what I'm saying.
crazy shirts he
Yeah.
had on. Yeah.
So maybe visually, for sure. I wish he would have
Thick,
sounded like him.
thick.
right?
Worst episode ever.
That's right.
Yeah.
Davey clearly is taking this all very seriously, and that he likes to pretend and play and make believe that Jack Flack is with him. Like he has an imaginary friend.
Yeah.
That looks like Dabney
Well, we
Coleman.
don't quite know this yet.
Yes.
But he's really into
really into it.
Into this playing pretend.
Yeah.
And
that
Morris
he's
is
the
like-
spy, and he's
tired
with
of
it.
having. I mean, I get to.
Well-
he's like, "Hey, you want a mission? Go pick me up some Marlboro Lights. Marlboro Lights.
Twinkies, actually.
And I don't have to
Oh,
write
did he
you a
say
note.
both? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Right. What's that?
I said, and I don't have to write you a note to buy
Yeah.
me cigarettes.
That's probably
at
true,
that time.
yeah.
Well, that's true, right? You could just go in there and do it.
But Kim
Kid
was
would
also
just buy 'em.
complaining that she never wins.
right, no one wants to play
He's
because
the master of
doesn't
this
ever
game.
win. That's
Is it? Did he make this game up, or is it a game he's just playing?
I think it's a game.
I think it's a game. Yeah, it's Cloak and Dagger game.
Yeah, the board game.
Okay, because they're right. They're going to turn into a video game too.
Right. It's
Yeah, for the 5200.
Now he sent on a mission to go get Twinkies out of a vending machine, and Davey loads up his squirt gun with
Yes.
fake blood.
Yeah.
For the thing, and I'm thinking the 7th floor of the building they're in.
Oh, was it
Right.
just Twinkies? I thought he said, I need you to get me something else.
We said just Twinkies.
Why does he get on a bus? Drives across
The
town.
closest Twinkie is on the 7th floor of a different corporate building.
And they're in a mall.
Well, I think he sent him to go get flyers.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Because he was getting flyers printed out for his new game
Yeah, he said,
system.
"Get me-"
and then he said, while you're there,
Yeah,
get me some
I think
Twinkies.
that's how that works.
So they basically went
like,
to a printing store on a different floor
I
of
was
a
like,
different building.
they don't have Quick Trips in 1984.
No.
No.
go
White
get
hen pantries.
Some damn Twinkies. And we got to go up to the vending machine.
7-Elevens. That's it. That's all they had back then.
And we had one, and we liked it.
Yes.
We liked it that way.
To get on a bus to go to 7-Eleven. This kid walks into this corporate office with a drawn pistol.
Yes.
Back in the day when ink and BB guns looked like real weapons.
Those were the days.
Those were the
And again,
days.
super trope.
Yeah.
The fact of 80s children can go anywhere without adult
Yes.
supervision.
Yes.
Not only that, let's place this scene in 2025. That kid is shot
Yes.
by that security
yes.
guard
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
before he gets 10
Ask
feet
questions later.
into that
Yeah.
building. Right?
Don't taste
I
me,
mean,
bro.
It's not totally false that 80s kids could go anywhere.
No, they could.
We went a lot of places. At least I did in little rural North Carolina. We went all over. This
I
kid
know.
had a bus pass and he's riding all over San Antonio.
Later on, he goes, go to the airport.
Yeah.
To this 8-year-old girl.
Freely to the airport.
Use your bus pass.
Yeah, yeah.
Why do I have to
Come
tell
on,
you how to do
jeez.
this?
Yeah. And the little 8-year-old girl's going too, and no one's like, hey, no one
No
cares.
one, when this security
No one
guard
cares.
No one asks questions.
clocks them, and I'm like, oh, he's going to stop them. He's like, oh, no, it's on the 7th floor. You just get on the
yeah.
elevator. And you just go up here.
Right, that's
Let me
the-
help you. Not like, where's your parents? But this all happened again. This is a very big mirror of another movie that we did,
Yes.
The Wizard.
Oh, yes, in a way. It's like the Atari. That was the Nintendo version.
This is like the Atari version of The Wizard.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You got a couple of kids off on their own adventure.
Yes.
You have like a
Sisters dying.
You got
Kim's
a primary video console
Yeah.
at the epicenter of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of similarities.
100%.
There's a lot.
They're trying to sell some Ataris, man.
Yeah, they did. This is
Guess
a really
what?
weird way of selling Ataris.
Didn't work.
They didn't sell any Ataris.
They went one way with the Wizard, like because they were going to try to sell. Atari's like, something we don't want to do this like
No.
happy stuff. No. You know what's going to sell Ataris? Murder.
That's right.
Putting children in true physical harm by
Yes.
psychopathic murder.
Yes.
If we put a gun to the kid's head, kids at home will feel like a gun's at their head to buy an Atari.
Yes.
Play Cloak and Dagger.
Or I'm going to die.
Yeah.
That's what we want them to feel like. They'll die if they don't get one.
Yeah.
And did that even eventually become a game?
It was a game. IMDb.
Yeah.
There was a game, but it was not successful.
No.
Yeah.
I think it was called Agent
So was
X.
this movie to push the game?
No,
Is what I'm
so this was an adaptation from a short, really like 1940s, whatever, short story. This was like an adaptation from that short story. Added in because computer stuff was a big craze back in the 80s. So they interjected the game console because they thought it would be more relevant to the story. And I lost my train of thought. I absolutely 100%
here's
lost my
what-
train
It's
of
an,
thought.
it's an
Son of a
arcade.
bitch.
It's an arcade game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a game already.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it hasn't become an actual console
okay.
game yet.
No.
I apologize. I got to go back. So they went to Atari saying, hey, we want to do this. We want you to make a Cloak and Dagger style game. They had already had something in the works.
Yeah, called
as a-
Agent X, right?
As in, yeah, it was like a spy game. So they basically just rebranded.
Because there's a joke to that
game.
in this movie when he calls himself
He
Agent
said
X.
back in
Exactly.
the day before when I was Agent X, I think he says that right at the beginning.
But the Atari 5200 would not have been able to play the game we see it playing.
No.
That's the arcade. In fact, you can see the cabinet in Morris's office with the stuff taken out of it and wired into
Oh,
his
nice.
thing. So it's literally
I didn't catch that.
an arcade cabinet you would have needed to run this game, but they act like they're playing it on an Atari.
Quick, give me another quarter.
Right. And it would not have been playable on the Atari.
No,
Sure.
not at all.
Okay.
Not with that graphics.
Thank
No,
you.
no. Not, no.
Is that the original Atari or second?
See, that's where I would get the weeds.
Second.
The second because the controller looked.
Because the controller's
Yeah,
different.
Yeah,
Long
my
one
expertise.
versus square.
I was too young for the Atari.
right.
I got my first Nintendo when I was 6, and from that point on, I know a lot about it. Before that, not much at all.
I think it was
Gotcha.
the second at least because it's different controller for sure.
Yeah, I'm not even confident when I said Atari 5200 that I'm talking about the right machine. Hope I am.
They had a lot.
Yeah.
He did in his
The
office. He had
Atari
a whole
2.
bunch of those.
Yeah.
5200.
Right.
My aunt had one, and we just played Pong a lot. So
Right.
that was the big, that and Cubert.
That was good. There was a
Oh yeah,
Pitfall.
Cuber.
friend of mine had one. He had a few
Pitfall.
games.
Dig Dug.
There's like a tank game we played, that was decent, but it's hard, man.
Yeah.
With the
Oh, yeah.
limited,
What,
what
8-bit
you
or something
had,
like
right? Not even at that point.
No,
yeah.
wasn't doing that one.
So the girl goes up the elevator, Kim, and he's going to take the stairs, because we shouldn't arrive together, because he's treating this like an actual spy mission.
Oh, they got those giant radios.
Yeah, that they stole from
And
Morris.
Kim is very concerned that she not get embarrassed.
Right, and it's literally bigger than her
Bigger
head.
than her
They're
head.
humongous radios.
She's actually putting the one end of the ear and then pulling it back to talk and then putting her.
Yeah, that's exactly what has to happen. While he's going up the stairs, Jack Flack appears in the stairwell, and they really want to drive home immediately that he's not really there.
Yes.
Because they show him fade into existence, and then immediately into the reflection shot where you can see Davey in the reflection and not him.
I
And
was
just
so
you
confused
understand,
by that.
He's
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because I thought the building across the street was reflective.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is
It was
like? How is
confusing.
he? Is he seeing himself?
It is.
and he's
Yeah.
seeing the like people up. And
Yes.
He's seen
So-
he's seen his own building.
Yeah.
above him.
So I thought it
So
was
he's
like
seeing the floor above
the one
him
building
from
across
the-
was
across the-
reflective.
It's not really building. They were across the street from a 100-story mirror.
Yeah,
Right.
That they
it's
had.
the mirror
It's just
factory.
two guys carrying it,
Yeah.
trying to get
Really-
down the
right,
street without
exactly.
breaking it. Yeah.
Really tall. Very tall. At least 7 stories.
Can I
tall.
say I thought bouncing a softball was kind of a weird choice of a bouncy ball too.
Yeah.
They're not very bouncy.
No. You're right. But they needed the bad guys to have his name somehow.
They had to get his name.
Yes, and of course everybody puts their,
their
full
name
name
on their softball.
on
And
a
address.
softball. I see
Right.
when I was little, I had my full name, my address, my social security number.
That's right.
You know,
Your date of birth,
the times my parents were not home,
a recent photograph.
a recent photograph, and a list of my worst fears.
All that on my underwear.
Yeah, no, on my softball,
And then-
that I just casually throw around and
Yeah.
And
in case
then
I lose.
leaving stairwells where murders have happened.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it must be nice to own a softball. Mine was all on my underwear.
Because this whole thing ends if they don't know his kid's name.
Yes.
The whole thing is
100%,
over.
yeah.
This guy picked up, he should have played that scene like, thank God
Exactly. Like,
We
oh,
have-
that's convenient.
this kid's first grade transcripts, because otherwise
He's getting a B in math.
we would have never been able to find him. Okay. It's ridiculous.
He actually reads the name of the softball instead. Oh, Samsonite. I was way off.
Rawlings.
Rollins. Got to go to San Antonio now or St. Louis?
Wherever that's
I think
at.
it is St. Louis.
Better get your bus pass.
Yep.
You're never going to believe this, but the kid, Rawlings kid was the one
Yeah.
that saw the murder.
Yeah.
The famous baseball company?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Weird.
Get on a train right now. They had only trains in the 80s, right?
He's
I
halfway
think.
there, and the boss rolls the ball over. Oh, you idiot!
Ah,
David S. Goyer.
Turn around. Turn around. So he witnesses this robbery upstairs. The guy that is shot comes into the stairwell in a. These guys are video game guys, right?
Yeah.
Coats.
They were in
Why are they
lab
wearing a
coats.
science coat to make a video game?
They want to feel important.
Okay.
They really had this thing about video games that it was like this
Very
scientific,
No.
like experimental type of science. It was really weird. how
Nope.
Until you get
just-
to the
it's not.
stores where they're all like bums and can't do anything for their lives.
Dude. I think this guy. I think he was shot. I couldn't really tell. He stumbles in there, kind of calm. I've been shot. Kind of calmly.
Well, you didn't want to freak him out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Please don't freak
I
out,
got a
kid.
game for you.
But I'm
Yeah.
bleeding internally.
He says, "Don't let them get this," and hands him an Atari cartridge. It says
Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger on it. And he's like, "It's so weird.
Remember
it's the
this
name of the
code."
movie that we're in." Yeah, and he gives him a number,
1,329,000.
and then he dies. Well, he gets shot again.
Yeah.
The guys that are further upstairs, and he doesn't want to scare the kid, so he turns into a mannequin, so he won't see him. Like,
He turns into a mannequin with very short legs.
Yeah, the legs were underneath him. Like, oh, that's gruesome. But I don't think it was
he didn't-
supposed to
he's
be.
like, this kid shouldn't have to see me splatter on the ground. So
I
I'll
think
just-
this is one of those movies too where they don't make the blood very blood-like. It's really, really red.
It
Like
is.
it's obviously not blood.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
to get that PG rating versus R that they were going for.
RC coolers.
Yes.
But yeah, that dummy drops hard
Icy cooler.
down the stairwell, smashes onto the bottom.
Davey runs down to the bottom, being chased now a couple flours above
Being
by.
shot at too.
Yeah.
And
right off
and
the bat,
shot
he's
at.
getting
That's
shot
right.
at.
Yeah.
He tries to warn a security guard, and he's like, "There's a guy that murdered him in the stairwell," and he's not. It takes 15 seconds for him to warm the stairwell.
Where the heck did the body go?
They walk back in,
Yep.
and they clean this crime scene up.
Really well.
Quick.
Immediately.
Yep.
Bro, they got the Swiffer out and everything.
Whole thing.
Quick. It's not a drop of blood
Anywhere.
Send 5 guys down here to pick this dummy up right now.
Yeah.
down here. There was only the 2 guys.
Well, really, it's a good
Yes.
thing they did use a dummy because if any person would have been a lot messier.
That's what it was. Thank God he turned himself into a mannequin. This is going to be super easy. Pick up the other side. Run up the stairs.
That's why there's no blood.
Oh my God. Who's that lady who was in the movie
Yes.
Mannequin?
Oh, Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall.
That's what it is. That was her husband.
I was gonna say he just did a full Kim Cattrall and hit the ground and it's just
It was Kim Cattrall's husband. She was so broken up about it. She just lived in that
literally
in that
broken up.
department store Yeah. Yay.
Hey.
Department store for what she thought would be forever until she met another guy.
Yep.
And that's how Mannequin was made. Look at this, guys.
There we go.
We're tying it
Backstory.
all.
Making
I'm
magic.
putting them together.
I'd love it. Anyway, the cops take Davy home to Jack Flack. Like when Dabney Coleman opens the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Immediately, I'm like, his imaginary friend is his dad?
Dad, yeah.
That's
Right.
interesting.
that's kind of weird.
There's some psychologicalness going on here that I'm not picking up.
You don't think Davy needs therapy?
No.
He's fantasizing his dad as a secret agent and his
Kind of
mom
nice
is dead.
that your dad's your hero.
See, that's what I picked up
like
out of
that
it a little bit. That he's actually interjecting his father into his fantasy.
Might or might not
you know,
come around at the end. The other part I thought was very 80s was the cops bringing Davy and Kim, and he's like, "Hey, do you need help getting in?" She said, "No, I got a key." He's like,
Yeah.
"All right, see you later, little
Bye.
girl." 8-year-old go up to your apartment, and
Yeah.
your mom's not even home. It's like nighttime.
Doesn't
whatever.
matter.
Doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
I did my best.
That's true. Oh, I got her to the driveway.
Not where
Anyway.
she needed to be, I guess.
You don't have a softball with your social security number on it, do you? You got to find out where you live.
Yeah.
Yeah, but turns out Davy's mom is dead.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, and so it's just, and Dad works in the military in some capacity.
He's an
Master
Air Force.
Sergeant in the Air Force.
Air Force. There you go. He goes home. He's trying to tell his dad what happened. Dad, obviously, because it's the 80s, and in the 80s, this is a huge trope. First of all, the movie doesn't happen if the dad believes him right away, and so they'd always use this
course
as a plot point. No parents ever believed their kids in any of these 80s movies.
Of course.
No matter what happened, right? So Dad's
Well,
like,
they do. I think they do a decent job of setting up that obviously the kid's traumatized because he would be, and he's been seeing a counselor.
he has.
And so he says, I think we should set up with Dr. Sullivan because the dad understands, okay, he's in this world of make believe to try to cope and process the loss of his mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Not healthy.
No?
Can't totally believe the kid. I'm not sure if, as a dad, if my kid came to me and said that, especially if they were really into role playing stuff,
Right.
I'd be like, okay, we are going to go see a counselor. Crossover between fantasy and reality is maybe not great.
Okay,
Especially
but then
after
when the
recent
rear window in
trauma.
your car gets shot out on the way to the therapist, then are you going to believe him?
That's crazy.
Maybe.
No, I'm just
No,
saying.
he's
that-
saying
that-
if it happened,
Bad.
right.
At that
Yeah.
point, I might believe him.
But this whole story came from, again, that short story, which is basically the boy who cried wolf.
Wow.
Because of the fact that he lived in such a fantasy world.
I blame the father.
Not,
always-
not a lot of people believed him. So that's where this story came from.
He's an absent dad. He's a bad dad.
He's trying his best.
I don't know, man.
Well,
He-
the next day,
I don't-
his
listen.
kid's running for his life all over San Antonio, and dad's just at work on whatever. I got a job to do.
He does.
I mean,
He does
Okay.
say, he's like, I really, please stay with me, Dad. Well, and I thought it was sweet. He has him come sleep in his bed because he's scared. I thought that was very touching. But then the next day, he's like, all right, that's enough care for you, man. I'm out of here.
Okay,
I got
this
double
dad,
shift.
this dad couldn't even watch this video game for 4 seconds.
That is
I
true.
don't blame him. But listen, he drops. Okay, in all seriousness, I think he drops a real banger. And
Yes.
a complete serious. When he's like, listen, real heroes aren't something you see in on the movies. Real heroes are the ones that are putting breakfast on the table and
right.
like,
Boring.
Giving you space shuttle wallpaper.
yeah. Oh my God! By the way, that was awesome.
I love
I
that.
remember
your
that.
bedroom doors out of
Best.
balsa wood.
Yeah,
No, it's the best line in the movie. The best line in the movie, I think, is this one.
I think it was very,
He says-
very sincere.
Would you let me play it? A man got killed for this. She's like, okay, that's a good reason to play a video game. Like the best reason ever to play a video game.
Yes,
But
okay.
then he only lets him play it for like one
That's what I'm saying,
round.
Dad.
All right,
I
I'm
will
done
literally
with this.
But
prove
it's
to you.
bedtime.
This is why he's a bad father.
Come on.
He goes, I will prove to you
Yes.
that I'm not lying. I just got to play this game, and a secret message is going to come up. And the dad, after 2 minutes, is like, enough of this.
Where's the secret message
Okay.
you're talking
Where's the
about?
secret message? I'm like, he's on the second level, you jackass.
100%.
I don't know.
100%.
Maybe
you guys
it's in
all
the
play
fifth
video
level.
games, right? You guys all play video games, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
At times,
You
yeah.
have children that play video games. 100%. Be honest. Right
Yes.
here. If your son came to you
Yeah.
and he says, I got this game, a new game, or even you knew it was around. I don't know. Pick a game.
Sure.
Whatever.
Oh, whatever. I want to play this video game. It's midnight. He's got to go to, well, summer, but it's midnight. You got to go to work. And he says, watch this video game with me. What would your response be?
No.
No.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
Depends on the game, all right? I mean, if it's pretty cool.
All right.
The other thing I
mean,
love is the
I
kids
did get
playing-
hooked on Angry
Thank you,
Birds.
Chuck.
See, the other thing I love is he's playing with Army men. I loved Army men as a kid. I tried to get my kids to play Army men. And they didn't care about any of that.
They're not posable.
That's why. That's
but
the
that's
problem.
all right.
man.
That's why I like G.I. Joes.
Those are too big and expensive. You get a whole bunch of Army men for like $5 and tanks. And
Yeah.
I got frustrated with the dad who kept I'm like, I'm trying to watch them play a video game. Shut up.
Quit talking.
Right? I'm trying to see what's going to happen.
and then he does
This
say,
thing.
this is an 80s trope.
Well, yeah, please.
I hate you.
Yeah. I know. I hated him too, kid.
dick. Gee, stop being like this, man.
That's where he sits down and
It's
says,
not that-
good line. Heroes are the guys that go
We've
to
watched
work
so
and-
many movies with so many horrible
I'm the
parents.
hero.
He's not that bad.
Hey, yeah, you suck. Play a game with your
As
kids.
soon as he knows he's in
not
real
that
peril, he's
bad.
all there.
Yeah. You got a second controller? Let me
know,
help you
that's what
out.
I'm
Let's
saying,
play.
dude.
Yeah.
So then-
That is a thing from the 80s, though, the I hate you.
Yeah.
100%.
And then that's when he sits down and say, I know you like heroes. I know you want to be. Why do you think I'm in the Air Force? Which I thought was a nice foreshadow to the future. And he says, the real heroes are the guys that do boring things.
Yes.
You're
You're
like
both,
that because
you're both
that
right
means
about that.
I'm the greatest American hero ever.
Boring thing.
I do super boring things.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
But let's be back in reality. If there were these gangsters, the fact that he's able to sleep that night and wake up the next morning and nothing's happened. If this was real, the Atari Yakuza would have already been there to put two in him before
100%.
he even
100%.
wake up.
Here's where I do think you have a bad father case. Davey's wearing the same clothes the next day.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have his kid change his clothes.
Yeah.
No.
He sleeps in those clothes. He goes out, and that's kind of gross.
Yeah. And he leaves his car windows down.
Yeah.
Father of the century over there, guys.
I mean, come on, man. Who leaves their car windows down?
That's why Kim's mom, when she's trying to date him later,
Oh my
Kim
God.
goes, he's
No,
not for you.
no,
Not your type. She knew.
That was funny.
She knew. Yeah.
He won't even
Immediately.
believe his own kid.
Yeah, right.
Okay, come on, please. All right, the next day they
Won't
need
even
to,
make him breakfast.
He smells.
Dad goes to work, and the bad guys want to break into Davy's house, and they're like, "Should we use his ball? That would kind of be hilarious." Okay.
Yeah, but let's wait till he opens up the blinds just perfectly to get a ball through.
Like, no, don't put the brick.
So wait. He's sitting back there, just cocked back. Just come on.
Football guy's got a brick, and he's like, "No, don't
yeah.
use this."
Which
It'd be
window? I
So much
funnier.
funnier.
That one.
It'd be so much funnier. Use his own ball.
Got a brick. Yeah.
Use his own
just
ball.
standing there. He's like, no, wait.
I got a better
You
idea.
would be so funny. You know, it'd be so funny.
got this ball.
It'd be epic, dude. It'd be hilarious.
Do you think we can get it to roll just so it'll say his name?
Yeah, right.
$10.
That guy, was he a football player? That guy,
Big guy. In
He looked like it.
Yeah, he was. I looked that up.
All right.
He looked like the guy from Ace Ventura a little bit.
Eagles and one other team.
I like how he runs up the stairs and punches through his bedroom door.
Well, and right before this, he runs through the back door, just
right through
shatters
the
the glass. No cuts, no nothing. He's just like, I'm like, the doors are really cheaply made in this movie.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
Do you think he does that at home? He just like
Practices.
he has no doors in his house.
That's why he's got to work for this guy. They're poor from fixing
busted all
doors.
the
He doesn't want to be a mobster.
No,
But he's like, I'm stuck. What am I going to do?
his side job is just a door.
That's right.
Well, and I love too that the kid just puts he moves that dresser, that little nightstand, it's nothing, puts it in front of the door, and the guy's like, the big football guy's like, I can't get this door open.
I'm gonna punch it instead.
Jiggles the handle, then opens the door like it's nothing.
That was one of the most impressive. I've seen lots of people kick doors or punch them down and do all kinds of varieties of ways, whether it's Chuck Norris or whoever. That was one of the more impressive punch through a door things that I've ever seen.
It was pretty good.
They did a
Before.
good job putting balls.
That was the joke that I was making earlier about the balsa wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, he gets
I
out
got
the
it.
window.
No, thanks.
I got it.
Kid gets out the window, and so he's off and is able to make it all the way to Morris's to give him, the cartridge. And Morris is more just pissed about the Twinkies.
Yeah, he's mad, man.
You wait
He's like-
24 hours.
Yeah.
And he's still
I
expecting
was
Twinkies.
Where's my
serious question
Twinkie,
at this
kid?
point.
Yeah.
I think up to this point they're like, we've got to get it. I
My
think
blood
Jack
sugar
Black's telling
sucks.
him,
Right.
you got to get it decoded and then take it to the FBI.
Right.
My thought was legitimately, why don't they just take it to the FBI?
Like immediately.
Like immediately. Say, this may be nothing at all.
Not good for the movie, man.
Take it to the FBI.
Everybody wants to know what's on it. That's
but then the movie
MacGuffin.
but then the movie should work in a way is why he can't go straight to the FBI. Is what I'm saying. 'Cause,
I know.
They because they should go immediately.
That's why the audience score is so low.
Yeah, in the spirit
one
of the
reason.
movie,
This one reason.
in the
only.
spirit of the movie, he is listening to an imaginary version of himself who wants to be a hero. So of course he's got to do all
Yeah,
the
but
big work
apparently,
ahead of
according to
time.
you guys, he doesn't need therapy. So
Oh, he needs
Oh,
therapy.
he needs therapy.
Oh, we had to.
Oh, now he does. Got it.
What?
I don't know. I like my land of make believe. I spend a lot of time there. I'm there right
He probably
now.
does need therapy for the way he loses his guy.
I love whenever a movie who wrote it tries to just use fake technology or not. These are even fake words, but just technology words in ways that
Do
Marvel
not
to
jargon.
sound
Yes,
smart.
yes,
But
absolutely.
this guy, when Morris gets this disc and he unscrews the game, he says, and I quote, "Look at these connections. Could be used to store data, input, output, computer."
what he actually says.
No, I put the computer part in there. And I'm like, input, output, storing
Electricity.
data. I'm like, bro, those are just-
1001100.
Was the microchip the huge metal in there too?
No, that tiny little thing that was up near the
Little
top
at
with
the
the
top? Oh,
two
okay.
wires, like coiled wires,
really
which is
well put in
classic.
there.
The coiled wires going down to the other guy.
100%.
Well, I love that all that cartridge is being held together is by one screw.
Yeah, in
Like,
the middle.
Yeah.
In the middle,
Where the chip is.
and where the big massive chip is. Yeah,
Right.
Not the four corners.
no,
I don't know.
don't worry about that. That's guys, it's just a movie.
Well, you see, if the screw was actually holding the thing in there, it wouldn't need to be placed in the four corners of the cartridge. The fact that it was there with the metal plate that was in there going, it just wouldn't work.
Van Helsing is an awesome movie.
All right, speaking of nerds, Morris says he's going to play the game and find the secret message, okay, when it gets to 1,329,000
Yeah.
score. Okay.
Perfect.
Meanwhile, Davey tries to call Kim on the big giant walkie-talkie, and the spies have abducted Kim
Oh no!
Yes.
at her house that the police dropped her off without a parent.
That's right. No, she went to his house. She went to his house.
She went to his
Oh,
house.
that's right.
Yeah,
Never
she went
mind.
to his
All
house.
right. Just try to blame the cops for no reason. I appreciate you
Wow.
checking me. I appreciate you
Jeez,
checking
blame
me.
the police. Or
Thank you. Okay. This is what I really wanted. So Davey's sitting there. This will be it. Davey's sitting there, and the bad guys come on the phone, right?
Yeah.
You know, well, I guess now we've got Kim, and now we want that
Yeah.
game. And what I needed
trade.
Davey to go is say, I can tell you I don't have any money, but what I do have are a particular set of skills. Skills that I've developed over a long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you just give Kim back now, that'll be the end of it. I won't hunt you down. But if you don't, I will find you and I will kill you. It's the perfect time for the Taken monologue.
Yeah.
Right then and
good
there.
luck. Oh yeah.
Where's Liam Neeson when you need him?
I think this is a young Liam Neeson.
Yeah, could be.
Honestly, this is how he gets
Yeah.
his
There you
start.
go.
Go.
Gets it.
Perfect.
They kidnapped my friend, and it was over from there on.
And instead he goes, Chinese sunken gardens. You know where those are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I hang out there every
I
two
got
Oh,
a
the
bus
kid's riding the
pass.
bus.
I get
He's going
around.
everywhere. He
Next
loves
to
his
the
San
exotic
Antonio.
bird sanctuary too.
Is
Okay, say it, James.
Jack's not really there, right?
It's a fascinating question.
But there's so many points where he manipulates the real
yes,
world.
he has some abilities to manipulate the real world, apparently. So, yes.
'Cause
Okay.
at this point,
No, he's not.
He throws him another copy of Cloak and Dagger
No.
to use as a dupe, right?
No,
Yeah.
this is Fight Club situation. This is Tyler Durden situation where sometimes he's imagining Jack as the
When he
person he's
needs him.
talking to, and then sometimes he's imagining like he's actually grabbing it,
doing it himself, but
doing it himself,
visualizing
but
himself.
visualizing Jack throwing it to him.
Because he closes the trunk
Yeah,
at one
the
point,
trunk, he
and that's
opens the
him
door.
pulling the trunk
Yeah,
down.
but he's not pulling it down.
I wrote that towards the end of my
He is.
thoughts. Going,
He is. This is the
Interesting,
Jack.
He takes the seat down at one point.
interesting physical, spiritual discussion
It's a
here
Tyler-
about the way
Tyler
in which
Durden.
the imaginary can impact the physicals. It's like telepathy or ESP. or
Something like
This
that.
kid needs therapy, James.
So you're saying that if
He's
Chuck
so
was
messed up.
standing in that store, he wouldn't have seen a copy of Cloak and Dagger fly through the air?
Might have.
No,
him
he
catch
would have
it?
seen the kid talking to himself.
Yes.
Reach over, grab a toss it up in the air, catch it, and then put it in his
Yeah.
bag, and then continue talking, and then walk
And
out.
we would all act like the bad guys going,
Well, look at him when he was
kid's
walking
doing?
through the mall at
Yeah.
one point in time when he's having a conversation.
That's true.
Everybody around him like
the bad guys.
And he's
They're
literally
like,
staring
what's
up,
he looking
Yeah.
at?
talking
Like-
to the guy. Yeah.
That's true. Well, we'll put a pin in that. I'm not sure that that argument is over just quite
Okay,
yet. but
okay.
I
we'll-
did think
we'll
the
get
very
into it,
interesting
though.
part of the movie
That's
that
right.
maybe they could have been a little more consistent.
Rice is the main bad guy here, and he shows up to make the trade at the Chinese
gotta wash that
sunken
rice.
gardens. Okay, and this kid's poker face is incredible,
Oh,
he's good.
right?
Yeah.
Well, and they got the girl, and they're holding
He should
up
be an
over,
actor.
over the edge, right?
Yeah, because he's
That was
holding
funny.
the game
He's
over.
like, hey, I
What's the
might,
game
I might dump this into the river here.
I
And he's
think
like,
He's like, you
gonna
want to
swim
start
the fish-
dropping stuff? Let's-
yeah.
Why don't you
I
take a
gotta-
look up there?
I got to think in that scene, with the girl particularly.
Yeah.
He holds her out, and I'm looking at that going, not very convincing acting. So I think maybe one or two things are happening here. Either she's
bad actor.
legitimately terrified and doesn't want to squirm too much because she might get dropped. Or she's just not a very good actor.
She was just like, whatever.
But like, I don't want to, because she moves a little bit. But, like, if I was her,
James
and big
just
dudes
standing
holding me up, I'm
pantomiming
sure she was in
her
real
just
peril.
sitting there.
But
Yeah.
it is the 80s, she might have been.
Right.
If I was being held up by that guy, I don't think I'd move much either. I'd be like, I'm not doing anything in this scene, man. I don't want to fall.
Your friend is in life's in peril, though.
Well, actually, honestly, Chuck, if you hold up a young person like that, it's like holding a cat by the back of
by
their
the scruff?
They just go. They
go limp.
Yeah, it's just
I'll have
like
to find me a
it's
young
a
person
weird
to hold
reaction.
up later and find out. Yeah.
This girl, all she
It's been a while
does is,
since
Excuse
I've had
me,
one I
ma'am.
can
Can I
hold
borrow
up.
your kid?
Yeah.
all she does is complain anyway.
Yeah.
Say that
I said
again.
all she does is complain anyway. She
does.
I don't know
Yeah.
why Davey's even friends with her.
She's a whiner.
She is.
Are they supposed to be
Yeah.
about the
It's
same
his
age? you think?
only. He
No, I
has
think
two friends. One's imaginary and one's her.
I know, and she sucks,
Well, and
That's
Morris.
why he has the imaginary friend.
Trying to phase her out.
Yeah.
right?
Jack at least
I
listens
liked her.
to me
She was fun.
and helps me on missions. All I hear is you complaining.
I don't even think Davey likes her. I think Davey,
Well,
literally,
what's the
anybody
point?
else wanted to be his friend, he'd be friends with them instead. But no one else will play his spy games with him.
Well, that's why I was waiting for when he makes the phone call and he's like, "Yeah, I got your friend."
And he's like-
I was waiting for him to be like,
Okay,
all
click,
right,
click.
Can I get the
loved her.
walkie-talkie back?"
Bring some tweaking.
I thought it could have worked that they'd be siblings. I actually thought maybe they were at first.
I
and then
died.
they weren't, but
To me, I was like, I kind of figured out why her dad is gone. You know, I think like, you know what I'm saying?
that's harsh.
Just
It's a harsh take.
saying, dude.
Oh, I got a theory on why the mom is gone.
Davey's mom.
Oh, interesting.
You want
hit us
to
with it
dig
now?
into it now?
Let's go.
Go ahead.
All right.
Why
Let's do
not?
it.
This
Here
is,
we go.
This is my little theory about this whole situation. I think, because at the end of the movie, the father talks about how Jack talks about how he used to play the same game
Yes.
with his dad. Okay, I think this is a mental illness spread down to generations, and the only way to get rid of the imaginary friend is to commit murder. That's again. So his dad murdered his wife to get rid of the imaginary
Wow,
friend.
this is
and now the boy
deep down the
he
rabbit
murders
hole.
this one guy.
Generational trauma is a real thing, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he didn't murder him though.
And that could be
It was
passed down.
self-defense,
You know,
but-
the sins of the father will be visited upon
Could
the
be.
generations to come, right? Maybe.
I don't know.
There could be something to that if he hallucinated about.
They'd never said why she died, if she was even dead.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to go down this road. Let's move on.
Adds a very disturbing dark dimension to this film
right.
that was already somewhat
It's
disturbing.
kind of dark
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
right?
Do not look in my basement.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
In fact, can we change the subject right now?
Just like the wizard, no matter how much the boy played video games, it's not going to bring his sister.
Not going to
back
bring
to
his
life.
sister back. To
There's
life.
a dark lining to a lot of these things, man.
True, man. I will say this: as soon as he sets the game down to do the trade, Rice lunges for him like he's going to kill the kid anyway.
Yeah.
And he pulls out his fake gun and says, "Freeze!" And Rice freezes
Like,
because
give me the girl.
you can't see that it's a freaking squirt gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what kid's packing?
It didn't have an orange. It didn't have an orange cap on the end of it.
80s. Unfortunately, a lot of kids pack.
No, but the pinhole-sized barrel that's pointed right at your face, he shoots him with fake blood.
I didn't get the impression Rice was overly. He just wanted money.
No,
Like,
that's true.
he was like, I don't want to know who this is going to.
No, I think he's really just a video game.
And he was pissed
Got
about
it.
his car.
He hands him the duplicate game. The whole thing wasn't the real game anyway. 'Cause
Yeah.
Morris
Yep.
is back playing the game at the other shop. And they take off running, and Rice is distracted by the fake blood in his eyes to really chase after him at first.
Yeah.
And then, in one of the most hilarious things in this whole movie,
Yeah.
he flips over this game, and it's got a sticker
Yeah.
from the Windsor, what's it called? Windsor Park Mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how
The name of the.
I don't
what
know
was it?
how they got the sticker.
gamekeeper?
Inside the
onto
package.
the
Yes.
it was
Shrink wrapped.
It was shrink wrapped because it shows him like
Yes.
taking it apart.
Right.
But there's a sticker there, man.
What kind of game mill sweatshop does Windsor Park
Seriously,
Mall
seriously.
have going on where they make these people?
Malls were powerful in the 80s.
They make
Yeah,
them
man.
unwrap the games,
Put a sticker on it,
them,
I mean,
rewrap it.
and
honestly,
Maybe
rewrap
it was a
back
Windsor
up.
Mall special.
I think it's just a bootlegged version.
Right. I think
They're
that's
the
what they're doing.
bootlegged versions, yeah.
They got kids, child laborers, working around the clock making bootleg
Go get Twinkies.
versions of these popular games and selling them for full retail price.
Yeah.
That's why he's got a gun.
I also
he's
thought
he's the head guy.
That's right.
I thought it was pretty risky for him to unpackage the game in the park that he was going to, in case the
5
bad
feet
guys
away from
watch
where he
what's
turned-
going on.
he
You might see him do that.
He unpackages it, throws it away, and turns around like, I'm here.
Here's your game. Here's your game. That's definitely not brand new.
Leave the package on the bus.
One of the
baby.
bad guys walked by. Oh, that's weird.
He just goes.
That's the game we're looking for, isn't it?
The other thing I thought was weird, they call it tapes. Did they call them tapes back then? Or I always thought cartridge is what I would call
No,
it.
they did not call
Cassette
it
tapes.
Tapes?
That's where they get the whole tapes.
Yeah, but
Well,
They're still
I remember
working on the
cassette
lingo
tapes.
of
Yeah,
what
you
they
might
were
be right.
it would have
calling
been a
these
cartridge.
things.
Probably is it a tape in there?
There's no
Probably?
tape in there.
No,
no
it's,
tape.
Oh, it's an actual
It's taped together.
solid state stuff.
No, there's a screw through a steel plate
Yeah, didn't you see-
inside. Okay, and there's no tape in this thing.
Van Helsing sucks.
And they jump. They all run out of there. Kim and Davey jump on a bus just in time.
Just in time.
okay.
Perfect in time.
And the van is perfectly parked right behind
right.
the bus.
Yeah.
And the bad guys are like, this is great.
Sometimes bad guys have some good luck.
This is where we learned
Oh,
they have
they get a lot of
Velcro,
it.
Velcro
And Kim-
wallets with bus passes.
Also true.
Yeah.
Kim, I died. Kim, they sit all the way in the back of the bus. Kim thanks Davey for saving her life.
Yes.
And Davey could not give a shit.
No,
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
yeah.
He did it. It was the most. He was just like,
I
Yeah.
wanted him to be. I wanted
he
him to
seemed
be.
annoyed she was there.
Yeah. I really wanted him
Why
to
did
be
I save you?
a lot more ticked off at these people going, I told you that these people were real.
Right.
Do you believe me now?
Go back and watch the scene. He doesn't care. That
Oh, it just blows right off.
just blows it right off.
It's like, we got to keep going.
I mean, the kid's
Well-
seen E.T., his mom's died. He's got, this is got to impress us.
This is a broken and crushed
Yes.
human.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he sees this really obvious.
Maybe that's why he's traumatized, because he
he's-
saw aliens.
Yeah.
Hallucinating.
Yep.
He borderline psychopathic. He has no discernible
up.
emotions.
So
Probably
E.T.
Drop
was a
dead Fred
hallucination.
over here.
I'm telling you, man.
He's Asperger's, man.
It's
Got some
something.
issues of communicating emotions.
Those are delicious.
Oh my gosh. All right. The van is following along. He vomits on the driver in order to get off the bus. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
oh, that's what he was doing.
I'm really sick. I gotta.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. He's then they're chasing after him. They pull their van off. They're trying to shoot this kid in broad daylight.
Yeah.
Kim stays on the bus,
Kim
though,
stays
right?
on the bus.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Oh, that's right. She does, doesn't she?
Cuts back. Morris has reached the score and has unlocked the secret.
Oh, that's right. It's flashback
Scene.
to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big bald eagle comes up on top.
Right. It comes
Yeah.
up with this invisible bomber specifications and stuff. Right.
Yeah, the X-Men jet.
Yeah. These
It actually looked more like
That's
SR-71.
exactly what it is. The X-Men jet.
What's that?
It's the X-Men? I thought it was SR-71.
Whichever it is.
Well, that's what the X-Men.
It also looks
jet
like
was
the
Oh, you
based
said
off.
X-Men. I thought you said X-Wing.
No,
no,
X-Men
no.
jet.
Yeah, okay,
X-Men.
X-Men jet.
It's
yeah.
Luke's X-wing fighter.
Yeah, that's what I thought
Yeah.
you said. I don't think it was X-Wing.
Oh, one rebel fighter.
Yeah.
Dude,
We're saved.
The zooming, the panning, 3D models. This Atari would have been crapping sparks.
Hurry up, pull the cartridge out, blowing it.
If it was playing this thing, it would have just been smoking, just coming out of this machine. But it's of course it's a movie and it's hilarious. And before he can really even get a handle on what it is, Rice shows up
Shows up.
at Morris'
Shoots.
office
Yeah, you see him in the reflection of the TV.
Yeah.
and kills him. This is a kids movie, in the
Blows his brains out.
80s, right? In today, an 80s movie. Or an 80s movie like that made today, that guy would have been tied up, gagged in the corner, and the guy makes it off with his
Yep,
the
100%.
cartridge driver. Wouldn't get blown away.
Nope.
To we later see his corpse.
In a trunk of a car.
Into a trunk
With the
of a
eye.
car.
Of a Cadillac.
Yes.
The eyeball.
Yes.
Poor guy.
That poor guy, I know. Davey hides on the Riverwalk in San Antonio. Have you ever been to the Riverwalk in San
have.
Antonio?
No.
Yeah,
a while
so have I. It
since
was
this
cool.
place, yeah.
And if I had known, I would have definitely found some of these locations.
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't know. This is where Cloak and Dagger was shot.
That's where he lived.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, because E.T. was so successful, and no, I'm dead serious. That's what they were saying. E.T. was so successful. That's why this thing got greenlit. And they wanted him that kid so bad.
Yeah, wasn't it like written for him basically?
Oh, so
That's what's written for him, but that was his hometown.
Oh, wow.
So in order to have him, they decided to shoot in San Antonio.
That's actually a pretty nice spot, I think, for a movie.
Yeah,
Works
no, it's
with me.
perfect.
Yeah, I like it.
I want to talk about this couple he hides under the table of for a second.
I love this couple.
This poor kid.
Great.
People are trying to murder me. Kid. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was like, you're bothering us.
I know.
We're on our honeymoon. Do you mind?
Yeah.
No, the guy's like, call the FBI. I need
She's
help.
under the table.
Yeah.
He won't go away.
I thought he did a good acting job too, because you can kind of feel he's like, I need help. Like
Right.
these people are trying to get me. I need help. Can you help me contact the FBI? And then the husband's
Let me get a
like,
hold
"Let
of
me get
Truman.
Yeah.
J. Edgar Hoover here.
Yeah.
He's dead,
Yeah,
honey.
uses the
Oh,
salt
no.
shaker to
Yeah.
call him up, right?
It's like J. Edgar Hoover's dead. Oh,
I just
no.
if there's ever an 80s kid running away from armed gunmen and you hide under my table, I am helping you.
At the very
At least asking questions.
Yes, I would have thought to ask. I don't know if I would have believed anyone was trying to kill him, but I would have asked some questions. Going, "Are you okay, son? Where are your parents? Can I help
Right,
you out?"
yeah.
I'd take him to like the concierge and say, "This kid might need some help."
I would have been like, get out of here.
Kick him into the water.
I'm trying to have a lunch with my wife who I clearly can't stand.
Waiter, could we get this child out of here? Can we get a cleanup underneath my
Right.
table? This child.
He just hid under the wrong table. I think there's enough people. I think.
Yeah.
I would like to think that in that situation, if that ever happens to me,
I
would
thought
be
there was
helpful.
a lot of people look the other way. So like when they're on the bus and then the van cuts the bus off,
Right.
and the kid starts running, and then immediately a guy starts running after the kid through there. No one's like, maybe this is not
get
normal.
help. No,
Yeah, that's
no.
all right.
Is that his dad?
Too hard to find. Too hard to find a phone booth here. We'll
It
just
doesn't
let it
matter, I
happen.
guess. Just get out of here, okay? I'm trying to eat my turkey BLT.
And it wasn't like that kid was at the first table on the Riverwalk. He had to go out to the side of the Riverwalk, passing at least several. So he would have
Right.
gone past lots of people to get under that table. And you
Right.
think some other people would be like,
Hey, there's a
help,
kid
there's
that's
a
yeah,
kid. Is
maybe
that all right? What's going on?
Pick the tables. That's the note here.
that's what I'm saying.
Pick the right table.
That's right.
That's right.
And don't lose your wallet.
Don't lose your wallet.
He ends up buying a ticket for a boat. They have these boat tours up and down the river, and the bad guys also get in line right behind him and buy their own ticket. And it's just a little bit comedic at this point because they're chasing him, but they're just like two people back in line
Right.
Yeah.
from him. But they're worried that people are going to stop them, but no one has cared yet to this point. They probably could have just gone, yoink, thank you.
Yeah.
We have him, and
This
walked
is our
away.
child.
And nothing would have happened.
Yeah.
It was funny and comical, but still like a little bit intense because you're
Sure.
like,
What's going to happen?
well, yeah, is he gonna make it on the boat without
Right.
them?
Oh, the woman forgets her wallet,
Yeah, that's why I was making
clears up
yeah.
space.
Exactly. And then the two stand up and they're like, jackpot. Oh, yeah. We're next.
Do you know what else is intense?
No.
I'm not going to tell you.
What's intense?
I'm not going to say a word, though.
Okay, but look,
Sorry, go
look. Even and this is I just carry this through line from the people that were at the table he hit under. How about all these people on this boat that is watching a grown man shift himself around to follow a child, staring at him
Yeah.
the entire time
With a
he's sitting there,
switchblade knife
with a
that he
and he's staring
makes
at him
apparent.
Intently, yeah.
like and I
Yeah, but
am I just being too optimistic that I would
No,
be
no,
like,
I don't. I think
Excuse me,
you're.
what the hell's happening?
They were looking at the shore. It was so
No,
busy.
I think you're underestimating the tour guide. I think the tour guide was so captivating.
Yes.
That they didn't even
happens,
notice
man.
this
It's
happening.
like the river cruise at Disney.
All out here, you
he
see,
was-
they've got the forest with the theater, and this is over here. And this is was built before in the 80s.
Here's what I don't
Excuse me, sir. Kid,
this
can
is
you
the
sit
best.
down, please?
Yeah,
I
Stop
don't know.
running around on the bus.
Yeah,
I can't hear
Or
him.
on the boat.
I don't know if it would be when they had open spots, but I think he would have definitely drawn some attention when he divided the kissing couple.
Yeah. Right. He's like, and how about the kissing couple that doesn't care? Someone just sat in between
She had a little
them.
bit of a
I would be
disgusting
like,
look on her face.
Get
Yeah,
out
like
of
what are
here,
you
what are you
doing?
talking
Yeah.
about?
I don't know.
Get outta
It was
here.
Weird.
I don't know, man.
Are you okay? Are you in trouble? Do you need help?
The NPCs in this movie are just ridiculous.
Oh yes.
Right? They're straight up like GTA NPCs that you could just
Yeah.
like blow past them and forearm shiver somebody out of the way, and they're just like,
Yeah.
and then just keep walking.
I gotta get going. Am I?
Excuse me, sir.
Well,
Did you just elbow me in the face?
Yeah. But then he finally meets this old couple, and I'm like, oh, this old couple,
And they
thankfully,
seem, very.
it was hilarious
yeah.
to me.
they're just awesome, right?
Son, are you okay? Are you in trouble?
Yeah.
In trouble. And
But
then,
Yeah, he seems like a pervert.
yeah. The only problem with this, because it started off nice, but then the moment the big boy decides to do a distraction
funny.
by just simply I remember he's like looking around. What can I do?
Where?
What can I do? So he just stands up. fire.
Where?
Where? On
And
the
then
boat.
people are jumping off the boat instantaneously.
Everybody
Not only
loses
that,
their
They do,
minds.
but they go towards the fire.
And they go,
Everybody
yeah.
goes, hold on, let me get in there. Can I see
Yes.
it? Can you use my shoe to put it out? Hold on, let me get in there with some paper.
I have a
and see if we
BLT.
can put it.
Including,
I'll try to stop it out. We need 5 more people to put their faces in here. We'll put it out with their faces.
including the old people.
Everyone.
That's so funny.
Jump in the water. Fill your water. Fill your mouth with water. Then spit it onto it quickly.
Put it into I'll catch it in my shirt, and then we'll throw it in there. We need everybody on this side of the boat.
Hurry up, grab your wet pants.
Who
Everybody.
needs to take a piss? Somebody. I need
man.
somebody here to piss on this fire.
That is the level of pandemonium that there is.
And wouldn't there be a shift in the boat
Oh,
for everybody
100%.
running to the back?
100%. 100%.
It's just the 2 bad guys and the kid at the tip of the boat.
But I didn't understand. But
I still haven't found any fire in here. Somebody.
And then they so calmly are like, "Stop messing with us, man," or something like that at the end. But no, the funniest part is not all that. That's very, very funny. It's that the old people go too.
just disappear.
People
Their
also
whole
go.
point was to get rid of the kid.
I know.
And they like take off like everybody
like,
else.
"They're
And the kids like
gone."
Yeah.
left.
They're
And you can just
instantly
hop
gone.
on.
He turns around and it's just the kid sitting by himself. He's like,
Yeah.
knife.
Yes, I know.
Where did the
they
couple go?
They could
They
have
all
held
went
him so
in
the guy
there.
could stab
They were getting.
him.
They were like, "You have a microscope in your camera bag. We got to find this fire." He said it was in here.
Oh, that's so stupid.
That's why.
Because they were working with him. They wanted the guy stabbed. Well, no, they may not have known
No,
who that
they
guy
didn't
was.
know
That's
who
true.
they were.
They
Yeah.
had
They
no
knew.
idea
That's true.
on who
That is
these 2 people were.
It wasn't until the
That's
camera
true.
bags
You're
get
right.
switched that they put the 2 together.
But
Yeah.
they still were like, "We're going to help him." And then as
Ooh,
soon
this
as
is
he actually
convenient.
had
Remember that
clear
kid
help-
that was getting
Weird.
stalked? It's the same kid that, this is part of the whole espionage thing.
Later on, they're like,
Good
We're
on
so
that old
lucky.
man to
Yeah.
figure that out. Put the
later
2
on, they're
together.
like, "Oh, that was him."
Oh,
Yikes. Oops.
And the perv was working for the other guys.
Oh. Okay. Well, lesson learned.
good thing we left.
Turns
We need
out,
to hire a better guy next time. Yeah.
Turns out there wasn't a fire on that boat.
It's weird.
I got to say, using old people to be smugglers is pretty smart, though.
It was.
Maybe that's why the
it
few
fooled me.
times-
I had no idea these guys were bad.
Maybe that's why when TSA came in, they started strip searching old people. Because they're like, we know the old people are up to it. They're the real
After
smart.
1984, they're
Yeah.
like, we got to change the rules.
Yeah.
the
These
kid,
old people.
Start patting them down.
the kid goes back to Morris's shop because he makes it off the boat, and Kim is there crying. Morris is gone. He's just
My
thrilled.
favorite screen.
He's like, you don't know he's dead.
No,
There's a
someone
hole
just
in the TV.
the computer's dead.
I mean, to
There's
be fair,
brains. There should be brains on it, but
Definitely didn't shoot him through the eye because the bullet would have never reached the computer screen with those glasses.
And I'm telling you, Davey doesn't like Kim because Dave's basically tells you to shut up.
he does
Yeah,
know that.
yeah.
Well, he's distraught.
Knock
His
it off.
friend would be dead, but there wasn't any blood. So I don't know. Maybe Davey's right.
grow up. I've been shot at
Kim,
already.
if it went through someone's
How many
eyeball,
times
there'd be
have-
How do you
brains
like it?
everywhere.
That's right. They got to run back over to the Tektronix building, and Jack, the imaginary Jack, almost gets Davey killed in traffic.
Yeah, just run. They'll get out. They'll stop for you. I'm like, I don't think that's good advice, children. That movie should be PG-13 to R, right? Just for that
Just for
advice.
that.
How many children are going to believe that? Because
Right.
superhero Jack Flack says just cross whenever you
And
want.
you know, if he dies, you're gone, Jack, right? Because you're his imaginary
He doesn't
friend.
seem to have a grasp on that very much.
So
Well,
that doesn't really work.
I don't know if you want to. Maybe I'm looking way too much into this.
We like
And
that.
I
Probably.
apologize for that. I
That's
guess.
okay.
That's how I like it, Joe.
But you start to see Jack making bad decisions now.
Yes.
Yeah.
That the who's the boy's
Davey.
name? Davey.
Yeah.
Davey starts going, what the f- is
Yeah.
wrong with you, Jack?
Yeah.
Like maybe
So
you're,
sound like you at all, Jack.
yeah, like this is maybe Jack's not
So
all
do you think
there.
subconsciously he's making bad decisions of his own, and it's him realizing he's making?
He's starting
Yeah.
to realize
Davey's making
that,
his
He's
own
starting
bad
to pull away
decisions.
from Jack.
that the
realizing that,
imaginary world is not the real world.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope. It's the reality creeping in.
That if I'm going to be a spy in the real world, I may not get out of it every time.
So the point of this movie is to destroy children's imaginary friends
100%.
and
By murder.
I have
Yeah,
an interesting
murder.
take
Yeah,
at the end I'll share with you.
all right, that's fine. I'm excited to hear that. They do find Rice's car in the garage.
Nice line of caddies there, by the way.
Yeah, oh, those
Yeah.
beautiful cars. And Morris is in the trunk. and he gets into it with dead bodies.
I'm impressed the kid knows the trunk release is in the glove box.
I know,
I
right?
had to watch a YouTube video a couple nights ago to learn that.
To figure out how to
Get
release
the
your own
open
trunk.
in
Yeah.
the trunk of a Cadillac like that.
Why were you trying to get in the trunk of a Cadillac?
I was watching a YouTube video
why
about
would-
Cadillacs of this era, and I learned that's how you get into the trunk.
You just
'Cause
watch
otherwise-
random YouTube videos
I
about
like cars.
1980s
Yeah,
Cadillacs.
Sometimes, yeah.
He's like, there's a gap
like-
in my knowledge. You know what I don't know? What's going on inside the glove
trunk-
box? Age?
Yeah,
I know a lot about
Cars.
planes.
I like
Yeah.
old cars, they're
I want to learn
interesting.
more about Cadillacs.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice-
Specifically the trunks
Yeah,
and how to access them.
gotta know stuff,
You got to.
especially big cars. Big.
I think we need to check his trunk.
I think we need to check his trunk.
No,
I think we need
don't
to find
do
who
that.
owns a
Nothing in my
1984
trunk.
Cadillac.
Where the trunk access has been deactivated from the glove compartment.
That's right. I would.
There's
if
two
I had
wires
a
you
cool-
just got to snip.
If I had a cool button like that in my car, I would change it to do something else.
Yes.
Right?
Like an ejector
Yeah,
seat.
something.
You can't change buttons.
Sure, you can.
Yeah, you can.
It's illegal. It's against the law.
Is it?
No, it's not.
Takes
What
a
are you
lot
trying
of
to
work.
gaslight us?
You just have to know.
Jeez, Chuck.
Wiring's hard. You have to know a lot of stuff. It's really difficult.
It's two wires and a switch. Honestly, there's usually not even two wires.
I
There's
want them to
one
bring back
because they're
buttons.
grounded to the body.
Fine.
So there's only one wire
I
running
don't
to the
play
back.
with
I'm grounded to your body.
Ooh,
What are
okay.
you doing?
I don't even know what that means. All right, you get in. They drive the car to the drop spot at the Alamo where they're supposed to give the cartridge to whoever they're selling it to.
Kids in the trunk.
Kids in the trunk.
But can I just say,
Yes.
I would like to think if I was
Please
walking
say.
up to my large Cadillac that has
Yeah.
a very large trunk.
Yeah.
And a very
Which you know a lot about.
Yeah, big trunks make it for me. That he would have noticed it was open.
You're a big trunk guy.
Well, there would have been an indicator. wouldn't it?
Crack, a little bit crack. Maybe not back then. The video I watched didn't say that, but
Okay.
I'm like, it's like bouncing back.
And it certainly is not.
Everyone loves a bouncing big back trunk.
I would agree with you. Yes.
Yes, this
I
is
thought-
also where
All that junk in the trunk?
Imaginary friend pushes it down
Yes,
for him. Now he
pushes
does
it
reach up
down.
to grab it from the inside once it's down a little bit.
Once it's
Here's
down.
another fun fact about that: you got to be careful with that Cadillac, because if you pull it too close, an automatic trunk pull catches and it pulls
Yes,
it down.
it's
to
an
the lock.
automatic pull down.
Yes.
Interesting.
So if he was smart, he kept it just above that automatic.
I remember why this scene actually supports the fact that is really there and not just a Fight Club situation, because Davey can't get up and grab it himself because the guy is coming. And if he was to do that, he would have been seen. And that's why Jack is the one that lowers the trunk for him to grab.
He also complains about space in the trunk when Jack's laying in there.
Right. That's true.
Really, guys?
He's in the
Really? Jack is outside the trunk
This 8-year-old
the
is
entire time. And all of a sudden they go to drive, and all of a sudden Jack's in the trunk
with
now.
two grown men. Yeah.
Two grown men.
Well,
Come
one
on.
dead guy.
Okay. It's
I
true.
know these cars had a lot of space.
A lot of space back.
4 or 5 men
Body
could wrestle
trunk,
naked
right?
back there.
Saying,
But
but-
I was in that video. I was watching.
What are you going to
I'm
do
in
with all
fifth
this junk in your trunk?
I don't know. Anyway, they go inside the church. The bad guys go inside the church. Davey is able to get out of the trunk without. This guy in the sweatsuit is a dope. Okay.
Yeah, with the push broom mustache.
Yeah, he comes
he
out
doesn't
and
know
he's
how
like,
to use
"Wow,
door
this-
handles properly.
this
He just
trunk is-
punches things.
This
Yeah,
trunk
he
is
sees
open.
it in the rear view and he gets out and he's like, huh?
This trunk is open.
Yeah, weird.
How does that
Now
happen?
it's closed.
Yep.
He's
Problem
like,
solved.
wait a minute, I know what's going on. Somebody's in the glove compartment. Oh, but
That's right.
there's nobody in here. How does
So weird.
How does this trunk open?
Goes
Weird.
back.
Let me call up Chuck.
Big walkie talkie.
Yes.
Open that
Chuck,
glove box.
Chuck, I know you're a big fan of the Cadillacs. How do the trunks open on these things?
I'll watch a YouTube video. I'll tell you.
You didn't rewire the button, did you?
Oh,
You can't do that.
you can't.
It's
do it.
illegal.
I like how he breaks through the back seat too. I don't
Yeah.
think you could do that either back then.
Yes, you can.
I don't think so. There would have been a
Take the
solid
back
piece of
seats.
metal there.
They're just no, it's not. They're
not?
Well, there could be some supports, but I mean, yes, but the back seats is just simply
I'm
like
going
it's like
home
clips.
to YouTube videos.
My dad
about
had
getting out
an
of trunk
87
to
Oldsmobile, and you could do that in the
Oh,
back.
really? Okay.
Yeah, if you were in the
Chuck-
trunk, you could
Chuck
kick
is
it
going to
down.
buy a 1985 Cadillac
I'm not telling you why I
just
was
to
in the
test
trunk.
this out.
There's usually trunk releases inside the trunk too.
Oh, is there?
That's actually a public service announcement.
Not back then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
it
why you had to
wasn't until
kill the
what?
person before you
90s.
put them
Yeah.
in the
They had the
trunk.
90s.
That's right.
Today's there is. So if you get stuck in a car, you can get out.
Right.
If you kidnapped or unlikely
right.
They
situation.
still had
follow them.
refrigerators with like latches on the
is
outside.
true, yeah.
At this point in time,
All right.
I was stuck in one of those too.
you had a really rough childhood.
I don't want to talk about it.
You keep bringing it up like you want to talk about it.
Well, my imaginary friend keeps telling me to talk to you about it.
That's what
and
it
I'm
is?
trying not to.
How similar was the Alamo to when you were there?
Very dissimilar, actually, because they closed this road. The road that you saw kind of pulls almost right up to the church, but that's now since not there anymore. And that grassy patch going up to it, it's all kind of pavers and stuff. So you have to park. You're probably at least a good 50, 60 feet away from the church now, where the road is.
Gotcha.
So they've since kind of made it a whole area, but it's still very cool. I finally got to go for the first time ever to the Alamo, and I did not find Pee-wee's bike there.
I was just going to ask. I was waiting for you to finish talking, and I was going to ask you.
I could feel it.
Yeah.
I could feel it.
I was waiting for you to pull like a little like disc golf like handle and then see if it opens and then it just gets pushed
Nothing.
out.
That would have been incredible, but didn't happen.
I just thought Davy Crockett was there.
Davey did run into the old Coots again from the boat inside the church as he's trying to angle his way to get to the bag the guy dropped, right? And as he grabs it, he's stopped by the old people, the security. Everybody is like, now there's a big kerfuffle about like, whose bag is this? And the old guys who you think is just helping him out go, oh, that's my camera bag. I asked him to pick it up for me, and he must have thought it was, look, they're identical and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and they still look like good guys at
Like
this
they're being
point.
really great guys, okay?
The old lady takes him
I
off.
started to be
puts him in the
suspicious
car.
at this point, though.
Oh, did you?
I did. Yes, I'm like,
You figured out before I did then.
something going on with these old people.
It totally got me, man.
Yeah, it wasn't until they were in the car, and I'm
It was
like,
a similarity to
no.
the bag.
The two, yeah. Why is
Bag.
why is the bag the same?
Why are they there? Why do they have the same bag? I'm like, oh, this is the drop people, and the fact that Rice said, I don't know who they are. I just want to get it done.
Right, and we think Rice has ended up getting the cartridge back at this point, right? But Davey is led to the car by Grandma, and Grandma's being very.
I especially knew when Grandma took him away.
And I'm just like, thanks for trying to help Grandma, but could you leave me the hell alone? Like she's really.
You're supposed to be helping
adamant
last
about
time.
it.
Yeah, right, adamant about it. But I was like, all right, let's go, Gramps. He got it. When he says actually switch the bags, and he's got the cartridge in the car as they're driving away with Davey. I'm like, all right, Gramps. Gramps has got it, man. That's pretty cool. And he goes, may I see the tape, Davey?
Yeah. Then
And she
again reinforced.
Pulls the glove off. After having just told them, I don't know anything other than the person that was supposed to get it only had 3 fingers. This got me. I don't know about you guys. I was the only mark at this table that was totally fooled. When she pulled it through, I was like, Davey, get out of there, man. Go. Run. Like, you got to go. It was kind of freaky.
Yeah, I love the twisty old people, like I said. That's a good twist in this movie.
And I can't imagine that a kid, this had to be a scary
Well,
moment.
his face is
Seriously.
perfect for that.
Yes.
He just looks down. He's like, oh, you can see him
kidding.
The only
figuring
time
it out.
His poker face is broken the entire movie.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh crap.
I am in some stuff
Yes.
now.
Now,
That
Do you,
was.
do you think it was like a chicken and what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Do you think they had a 3-fingered person was like, all right, we're gonna write in the part for the 3-finger person?
Yeah.
Or they had like, we wrote the part as a 3-finger person, then they had to find an old lady with 3
an
fingers.
eagle talon. Yeah.
Man,
I was like,
Grandpa's into some weird stuff.
watch out.
imagine her
Grandma
giving you a
be-
back rub.
Grandma be snatching cats off your porch.
It's like a
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Don't bring her around Chuck's house.
I'm saying,
pterodactyl perch on your shoulders.
I don't know, man. But I wouldn't leave my cat in the front yard. Is all I'm
You see
saying.
Grandpa's just sitting there one night after work, and she's like, let me give you a neck rub. Oh, God, don't touch me with your weird hand. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Sorry.
She smells like the Pledge of Allegiance. You know what I'm saying?
We call that the Betty Ross.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know which came
don't
first
know.
though. Oh, one of them did.
One of them did. For
I'm betting they had to find an old lady with 3 fingers.
But I wonder if for the kids that saw this movie when they were kids, if this part specifically is like a core memory,
seriously, I'd be scared to think
them.
Grandma and Grandpa might be the bad guys.
right?
Yeah. Don't see that
so-
very many movies either.
No.
It actually weird. This actually did not. It was not a core memory for the movie. This was a core memory for me. I used to go with my grandparents on some road trips and such.
Oh, no.
And we had a Delta, Oldsmobile Delta 88.
Oh, yeah.
And did they let me sit in this back seat? Oh no. I had to sit in between
Middle.
my grandma and grandpa as they for like
On the bench seat.
7 hour drives while they played polka. They played polka music the entire time.
Oh, no.
So this actually like brought back that memory.
Are there laws against
Which was
cruel and
rough.
unusual punishment?
Polka music's all right in moderation.
Shut your
Mix it up.
face,
Listen,
Chuck.
we live in Wisconsin. We
You
have
don't
to be
know.
okay with
When
it.
I wasn't in the trunk, I was usually rolling around on that top shelf.
Stop bringing
in the
up
back window. You know what I mean? You
in
remember
the
that?
trunk or the back seat.
What'd you say?
You said the trunk or the back seat.
Yeah.
You said when you were in the trunk.
Yeah, if I wasn't in the trunk, I would be on that top shelf above the back
like-
seat
yeah.
where the windshield was.
I have lots of questions about your childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Lots of questions.
I'm
Why
starting
would
to
you
get
be in the
worried.
My
trunk?
dad bought a lot of cars with no seatbelts, so it's
yeah.
just a lot of rolling around.
Do you remember the old cars? They actually had the shoulder belt was usually hanging on the was fastened to the top of the car.
Yes.
Yeah.
You had a lap belt if you used it ever, but then the shoulder belt
have
was
to
up
pull
there.
it down.
You could use
Yeah.
it if you wanted, but didn't have to.
That was crazy.
Just chain smoking in the car.
I do miss cars with the benches across the whole
yeah.
front,
I
right?
do.
Those were great.
I never got to make out in one of those.
I did.
Perfect for that reason.
I had a old
Well, back
GMC
seat, yes.
pickup truck that had a bench seat. Yeah,
but now all these seats are separated and divided, and there's buckets, and it's not as
Yeah.
there is something. I will say this: get yourself a classic vehicle and get your one with a bench seat and have your significant other with you.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
can just slide on down. There's nothing better than
All right,
Need to
there you
borrow
go.
a
Look at
vehicle
that.
like that.
Just saying.
EMR is bringing people closer
because
together.
even seats now, even if they're benched like in the back seat, they got buckets in the middle
That's
and
what I'm
the
saying.
ties in the
It
middle.
just messes
It's
the
not
whole
very
thing
comfortable.
Yeah, it's not
and the
comfortable.
seatbelt things are
Yeah.
like
Oh,
sticking
yeah,
out.
yeah.
And just,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, my Pinto's like that.
right.
There was two of them in this movie I got to see.
Yeah,
There's two Pintos in this movie?
Yeah.
a lot of them. Yeah.
Parked in the parking garage when he's ripping through with the Cadillac.
Isn't that funny how, like, when you're into things, how you can spot them?
Oh,
if someone
absolutely.
doesn't,
Hypers.
hyper awareness of certain things. Yes,
Yeah.
I
I'm
love
like,
that.
hey, that's a 74. It's baby blue.
My
Look at that.
daughter's-
Oh, that's a
My
roundabout.
daughter really wants a newer version of the Beetle, Volkswagen, you know, and she's like, "It's amazing how many of these I see all the time now." And I said that same thing to her.
Yeah.
She says, yeah, when you're looking for something.
Then you find it.
I never knew Dodge Darts existed till I bought one, and now I see them all the way, and I want to go up and commiserate with my fellow Dodge Dart owners. Piece of crap that it is.
This old lady conks him out with chloroform or something.
Yes, she's
Yeah.
calmly
Does it smell
pouring
like
it,
chloroform to you?
And he's looking at it. And she's- that was a good camera shot too, right?
yeah, right to it, man.
Going to the camera.
He ends up back in the trunk, and they're like, we should. They get dumped. They dump Davey off with the two bad guys, the two grunts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, we should get extra for having to kill the kid or whatever, you know. And they leave the keys. Okay, right? Don't they?
In the
Yep,
ignition.
In the ignition.
In the ignition.
Yeah.
Thank you. They leave the keys in the ignition. He calls Kim from. So this is where they bust through the seat
Yep.
That's right. Oh,
to
that's
get
the
into the
scene.
to get into the front. Okay.
Yeah, because him and Jack, right now at this
Right.
point?
Him and Jack, they bust through the seat. They get from. They use the phone in the car to call Kim and tell her, which tells her to get to the airport.
Yep. Okay.
Figure it out, dummy.
Yeah.
You know? You give a bus pass. Talks to her
Moron.
terribly through the entire movie. 1 hour. This is where we get the information. There's 1 hour until Kim's. I don't know if it's her house or what, but Bryce says he wired her in some way to explode,
Oh man.
destroy half her neighborhood.
This
Okay.
is the worst bomb.
Kim,
It's inside the walkie-talkie.
isn't that stuff
Yeah.
kind of heavy? C4?
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know.
That's a good
It's
question.
like the weight on this walkie-talkie's
Yeah.
changed. I'm getting weak.
She's like, man, I need to eat something. I'm weak right
Just
now.
a lay on the, just a lay on the
table. Just putting her head down. Hello. I'm not. Pulls the antenna out.
You'd think. She's like, you want me to take this thing to the airport? I got to drag it behind me as she walks. Holding it
TSA didn't realize there was C4 planted in
That's
there.
also the day. Oh, sorry, I was ahead of it. Go ahead. Keep going.
Joe's got strong feelings.
So our
about
walkie-talkie is going to become a whammy kablammy.
this. Hey. It's 11 p.m. Okay, because this is the whole thing. It's going to explode
That's
at
right.
midnight.
It can explode at
Okay?
midnight.
And so that also dawned on me when he called her. Where the hell's her mother?
She's gone for something.
She's gone. It's 11 o'clock at night.
True. Good point. That's
Not worried about her kid at all.
She
Why
when
is
the
Mom not
father
there?
goes over actually James, when the father goes over and meets the mom, she thought her daughter was over at his house.
Right, but at 11:30 she's home, but at 11 she's not.
Yeah, I don't
So she's leaving her daughter,
She's
her
gotta
8-year-old, at
close
home.
up the shop that night, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Get off the pole.
Her mom is pulling her mom is Jeez.
It's ladies' night. That's
Yeah.
why. Okay,
Yeah, her mom's pulling tricks
Oh, yes,
at the
this
corner.
lady's night.
that's right.
And the feeling's right.
They lived in a nice house.
Yeah, it
How
was
do you
a
think
nice
she
house.
could afford it? As a
Yeah,
single
that
mom,
makes sense.
trying to afford that?
In the 80s?
Davey
Yeah.
drives out of the parking garage. Well, kind of.
This is one of the
drives
best
out.
scenes in a movie I've seen in a long time.
I thought it was
Scrapes against every barrier.
I
it's
kind of
enjoyed
it's
this.
it's the opposite trope of getting in something, being able to drive, and this kid
Yes.
can't see. He's
Right.
kind of driving.
He's like leaning down to hit the gas.
And I love that the bad guy's like, oh crap, my car. He's like, here I come. He's destroying this
And
thing.
it's like he's going just fast enough to be out of range.
Yeah.
Chasing him.
Watch, have him just watch to take his car, just drag it across every car,
Like
every
backs
pillar.
Up, bam. Well, I guess that's reverse taken care of.
But he's-
Go the other
It was
direction.
the most realistic
Oh, it was
thing
so
I've seen
great.
in a
He's
while.
in this parking garage. I'm an adult and I have a hard time finding my way out of a parking garage.
Yeah.
Okay. With all the different like aisles and arrows.
And he was
and
going
which way
up
you're gonna go. And
at
he's going
certain points
up
in
at
time.
certain
He was
points.
going up.
The guys are jogging upward.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know how he got out.
Sometimes I don't know how I got out. I'm like, well, thank God I found the exit.
Was that a lower level parking garage?
I
maybe?
don't
it
know.
was
Yeah.
Down, yeah.
It could have been a lower.
I love that.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I love
But
that.
it's just
It's
weird.
just a movie, guys. Don't think about it too much.
All right, Dave crashes the car into a construction setup, like not that far away from the parking garage, and has to crawl out of that. He tries to call. He goes to an old timey payphone.
Yes.
Okay, and tries to call his dad.
Yep.
And dad is as useless as he has been the entire.
Oh, come on.
Before we get there, a funny scene on this. So he crashes the car, right? The bad guys come up in the van. The guys have been running. They have that handheld. They have the pistol.
Yeah, the pistol.
They just keep passing the gun off to each other. He's like,
You know
take
that-
the pistol and go
yeah.
this way. And so that's how the guy in the van gets the pistol back. I'm like, these bad guys don't have enough. Like,
They can't afford
multiple guns.
They can't afford two guns.
It was in the Cadillac.
That's what it was. No, the bullets were really expensive. That was the problem.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
were like, you can have a gun, but there's no point.
They saved all their money for their machine gun.
That's what it was. Right. Time to pull out the big guns.
Yeah.
The Uzi with the
Uzi.
gigantic
Uzi
silencer.
9
Get much more
millimeter.
80s than Uzi.
That's what I, come on though. Davey.
You can run, but you can't hide.
While he's on the phone talking to his useless father, the football guy is driving
Louise.
the van and he has to let go of the phone.
Yeah.
And
An Agent Smith, Trinity situation.
hand on the glass as the van is crashing at it. Crashes through two panes of glass.
Why doesn't he just step on the gas? I mean, the brake. What's his problem?
He's full. You know what he is? It's like the cop in Halloween 2.
Yes,
it's
he just full sends it.
He's just like, I'm ending
This
this
is my
tonight.
moment.
Right?
Yep.
I'm not braking, except his face breaking the windshield as he flies
Yeah.
through the windshield after flying through the front of this shop or store
Still
or
got the
whatever
gun
it
in his
is.
hand, too.
And so that's one bad guy out.
Okay, so bad father is not a bad father. He's still concerned his son. He
Thank
thinks
you.
his son is at home.
Yes.
As soon as he learns his son is not at home, he's like, wait, this is
He's
not good.
done, and he's
then
going.
he
Yeah.
hears the crash, and he throws the clipboard and he runs out the building to go help his boy.
He's not an inept parent.
No, he
He didn't
Stop
even clock
trying
out.
to shoo him into
And
this scenario.
there was an F4 Phantom in the background.
You know what? If
Yeah.
he was a good,
Hard for me
good
to believe
dad,
that.
he wouldn't have been in this situation to begin with.
Thank
Right.
you.
He's
Thank
putting-
you.
no.
Thank you, Kurt.
He's
Kurt
gotta work a double
understands
shift.
what's going on.
No. Thank you, Chuck,
This
for
is the
staying
80s. We
seated.
didn't have to keep 24-hour track of our children. They could go roam and
Exactly.
do stuff.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
why there
the
was a lot of
80s.
bands with free candy and free bikes.
But I'm saying, man, look what it cost us.
That's true. It was,
What did
was
it
less
cost?
safe back then, but
Okay.
that was darn good candy.
Nobody picked me up, no
That's
matter
why
what I
all
did.
these years later, you still want to know how to get out of a
High
trunk.
cost candy, man.
That's why you were looking for the trunk button.
That's right. Never again, he says. Never again.
Hey, kid, I got candy
I
in my
ever tell
trunk.
that story where I did.
Charles
almost
was
got
like-
picked
Chuck's
up
like,
by a kid
okay.
in a van?
Hold on. What?
I ever tell a story about I was out front of my house in California,
Hey, Chuck Tails.
No.
and I'm pretty sure it was a white van. It was a white like caravan. This was probably
Shut up.
Jesus, Chuck.
probably 89, 90, 91. I was young. I was probably middle school, and I was. This is when I liked baseball. So I had an army bag stuffed with stuff in it up against the garage door.
Have you seen my baseball?
And I was throwing baseballs in. Probably not the best thing to do into the side of an aluminum garage door.
No.
Thankfully, I wasn't very good, so
Yeah.
I don't think I dented anything. And I'm doing that, and a guy drives up, and he rolls the window down. He says, "Hey, do you want to go see some baby alligators down at the end of the street?"
Yeah, I do.
And I said, I think I said, what?
He would have got your ass.
I do.
He would have got your ass.
This is Southern California, so it's not like we're in Florida where there legitimately would be like possibility of alligators everywhere.
Right.
And I'm like, what did you say? He says, yeah, some baby alligators. I'm like, no, I don't
No.
want to go see. I immediately go inside and I tell my mom we call the cops.
All right, see, that's Curt would have been down the road.
Yeah.
I would have been seeing some effing alligators. That's what
6 years
you
later,
would have been.
he's still tied up in the basement, being fed dog food, and he's like, "Wait a minute, we never got to see those
see the
alligators."
Forced to put stickers for Windsor Mall on the back of these things. Right? That's
Wait a minute.
Hope
So I survived my encounter that maybe could have gone very badly.
Listen, that was a
Now,
Chuck Tail. Like
I
that
was a fat kid, so if he had offered chocolate or candy, I might have gotten it.
was the wrong move.
See, you got to know your demographic.
would have worked for a different
He's
person.
like-
In Wisconsin, the alligator thing doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he probably had this like checklist of like different things he can ask kids.
Yeah.
and he went through the candy. He got several.
He's
like
looking at you. He's looking
like,
at this list.
candy alligators, candy alligators.
He looks like he might be into alligators.
He scratches it off. Do not ask fat kids if they want to see alligators.
Oh man.
Come up with something new next time.
You know, that was kinda like-
70% of kids say no.
That
Okay.
story, Chuck, is very valuable, and it's kind of like the end of a He-Man cartoon because it
That's
tells
right.
you
Yeah.
what you should do in this
do.
situation.
Yes.
Me, go tell.
On today's
go tell a trusted
episode,
adult.
we
tell a
learned that Chuck doesn't like alligators.
Go and tell a trusted adult. Call the police.
I think back to that story right now. That's a really
Guy
weird
just
story.
takes
I
off.
don't know what was going on there. I sometimes even after that, I'm like, was that legit? I was concerned about or not?
I don't know. There was a guy in Oakland Knolls that used to come by and take pictures. We would just be sitting out, like me and a couple friends in the front yard playing around, and he would just come by, stop the car, snapshot, and
That's
he'd
not-
drive away. And
yeah.
we didn't know like what to do. So like if next time it happened, we'd start posing and stuff, you know, like
Did you
just like
really?
laying down on the grass and seeing like, well, if he's gonna do it, let's give him something to take a good shot of.
What if-
and then he would, you know, come back every once in a while. But
What if this guy
Wasn't a big
legitimately, Chuck? What if this guy legitimately had like a new petting zoo that
He's, like,
he
very
was trying to
excited
open
show
up?
me the alligator.
He
He's
doesn't.
like, oh, I'm
That's what I'm telling
It
you.
closed. What if
he
I've been
did?
there.
show up.
What if he
it closed because he could never get anybody to come see the alligator.
That's right.
He had this weird, like, you know, instead of like it was like door to door alligator, whatever. So he would take people to see the.
Door alligator salesman.
Yeah,
They told me this business model was stupid. I should have listened.
God, man.
I sit inside the van and there's
got
more
it.
kids in there. You guys
Yeah.
going to see the alligators too?
Yeah.
They're all muffled. Got
I think that
ties
was the
to
last
their
time
mouth.
I ever played baseball in the front of my house throwing balls against the garage. Yeah.
Oh man! All
My
right,
innocence was stolen from me.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, here's what ends up happening. One bad guy's gone. Jack wants him to take the gun, but he doesn't want to. So Davey just starts booking it.
right.
Yeah,
doesn't
again.
to the airport.
This is again. Now Jack is starting to kind of fade. He's
you're right.
telling the kid to do things, and he
Right.
doesn't want to do them.
Doesn't want to do them. It's a bad idea. I don't need a gun.
And so these guys come out with the freaking Uzis. This is where they load up and they're going to chase him through whatever pathway he's walking down here. And he's like, "We got to take one of them out, Davey. This is what we got to do here." He's like, I don't even have a gun." He's like, "Well, you could have had one, dumbass, but you didn't want to pick it up." He's like, "The crossfire gambit. The crossfire gambit. is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You're going to jump out in between the two of them because they're walking conveniently very spaced apart from each other. And you're going to lead his gunfire into the other one, right?" And he's like, "All right." Here comes the first guy underneath this
He
bridge.
hides in a very dark spot.
Yeah. Bro shoots a mouse.
Kid kills
Yeah.
that mouse. He gets
In the-
shot.
in
He
the
sees a
dark.
mouse,
Seriously.
but he doesn't see a 13-year-old,
10-year-old.
10-year-old with a red jacket.
He nails his mouse in the dark.
And can I just say, what fascinating, fantastic cinematography to show me the mouse dying.
Yeah.
Like his
Poor
last
guy.
few breaths. I don't think there'd be that much mouse left.
I hope my mom sees this.
Well, I don't know what caliber that was.
I died for it.
That's right. Back in the 80s, that probably was a real mouse, too.
Oh, it was.
Davey does jump out in between them and draws the fire of the Uzi guy right into the other guy.
The Uzi guy can just stop shooting.
Yeah, because it's a long run. He does.
It's like, I could shoot this
Oh,
kid.
my
Serpentine.
Man,
Yeah.
why were you standing there?
I saw the mouse, but I didn't see you. Jeez.
You saw me shooting at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have moved.
And it wasn't like a short distance either. It was a long ways he had to run.
It
I have heard Uzis are pretty hard to shoot accurately.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We saw a
don't
guy
know,
with a
Chuck.
Tommy gun right out a word in Dick Tracy.
Well, but that
was a
those are
Tommy gun.
Professional bad guys. That wasn't
Wrong gun.
Suppose.
James, it was a Tommy gun.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Being
Tommy-
Uzi.
Yeah, this one was an Uzi. Yes.
I don't know much about guns.
Okay.
At this point, Davey says, "I don't want to play anymore."
That's right.
Because
Yes.
somebody died. Okay.
Yeah, he's done.
And he does grab the guy's gun this time.
Yes.
Yep.
And
Yep.
books it.
Yep, yep,
We're down to just Rice at this point. But he gets to a dead end and he has to raise the gun because Rice is just walking up very casually and he thinks it's another ink gun. Right?
Right.
Full what? You're gonna
Yep.
shoot me
He's
with
like,
your
yeah,
red
go
ink.
ahead. Pull your
Yeah.
trigger.
Nice try, buddy.
Yeah.
Not going to work the second time.
And Davies
Fool me once.
intrusive thoughts are winning here. I mean, that's essentially what Jack Flack is at this point, right? He's just, you got to kill him, Davey. You got to shoot him right in the chest, Davey.
Murder him, Danny.
Yeah, murder him.
Come on, buddy. Shoot him. Kill him. Watch
Bullet
him.
right in his brain.
Watch the life drain out of him.
Like, bro, this is turned from imaginary friend to
This is
an
one where
intrusive thoughts monster.
Drink his blood.
True, but his imaginary friend was right in this
Eat
case.
him up.
He was-
What are you waiting for?
Take off his skin and wear it around as a shirt.
You got to do it, Davey. You got to let him know that you can't be messed with.
He just stops. Whoa, Jack. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Come on,
Sorry.
Davey.
Go ahead.
I say in this case, he probably should have listened to him because the
Yes.
guy's like, "I'm gonna shoot you in the kneecaps."
Oh, he started
Oh,
getting
yeah, he
dark.
really
shoot you
goes
in the
off on it,
kneecaps,
yeah.
so you feel that in your stomach, so you watch yourself bleed out. I'm like,
Yes.
crap. This is the second movie I've done with kids where they're really going after kids.
Right.
It was the last one we watched.
Monster
PG.
Squad,
Yeah.
same
Mod
thing.
Squad? Yeah.
It was dark.
It was dark.
It was even darker, I think, than Monster Squad
Yes.
was.
Yeah, James, it was dark because it was
Yeah.
at nighttime.
Yeah, it was.
Slowly watching a kid die in front of you.
Oh, I
is
see
really
what the
pretty
director
dark.
was doing here. He decided to set this scene at night so as to enhance the darkness not only of the dialogue, but of the moment.
Yes, of course.
Internally, that Davey was struggling with his intrusive thoughts monster,
Yes.
a.k.a. Jack Flack.
I feel like Ryan Farrell's back.
I know. I was just
Oh my
channeling,
gosh.
Weird. You
I know,
just
it's so
channeled
weird.
it.
channeled Ryan Farrell. Right
Is he your imaginary friend?
No. Oh my God, is Ryan Farrell real?
Oh my gosh,
I
we've
don't
all
think he
fallen
is.
into his delusions.
I think it's James's friend. I think he just shows up from time to time.
He did
Now-
like that one about
I've
the
tried to
tire.
call him. He doesn't return my
he
calls,
never
so
calls
I'm
you. He
guessing
never
it must
returns
be.
my calls.
This is
I don't think Ryan Farrell's real.
well. It's really hard to get all this hair pasted on every time. But here's what I will say. This is the moment where I said we'll put a pin in the imaginary friend being real. It seems like Rice sees him.
Yes. So
Yeah,
I
because
don't know
he
what.
shoots at where Rice.
Yes.
Yes.
Or where.
There's
Well,
no
sorry.
reason.
But
other than
kinda-
Rice shoots
Davey's
where-
like talking.
He
to,
says
Yeah.
Davey says something, Jack or something, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
he gets spooked.
Yeah, but then there's
And like
a
Jack's
extended
starting
period
to
of
phase
time.
in a bit.
Yeah, and Jack's phasing in, and there's like 3 or 4 cutbacks of him
James,
going, what is this? What is this?
This is the power of imagination.
Yes.
He manifests in reality.
This kid is so screwed up. Like he's got so much trauma. He literally physically manifested
A human being.
a human being out of thin air because of his mental disorder.
He believes so hard
Yes.
that his trauma ghost
Yeah,
materializes on the
in-
physical plane.
Yes. You too, James. If you believe hard enough in anything, it can come true.
I didn't take it that he actually saw him. I
Oh,
think he
crap.
freaked him out because he's looking over there, and the guy had already
Ryan
been
Farrell
like, "This
is real."
weird."
Yes.
That's what happened with the
And then
Stay
he
Puft Marshmallow
yells, "Jack, don't!" or "Jack, get him!" or something, and then he shoots.
Absolutely nailed it.
Man. I know, but it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
If that was the case, it should have been instantaneous. Like, oh, Jack is there. Oh, and he turns and fires. But it was like this. The way they shot it, it made it look like Rice saw him.
Yes.
It did.
I agree.
So
It
if
did.
that is what the director intended, then he failed in how they composed the shots.
But the hat wasn't bulletproof.
Right. Because there's nothing to shoot, so it can't be bulletproof.
He wasn't the real imaginary character because he would have had his powers,
Right, but he just manifested just enough to be visible.
like
Yeah.
Luke's Force Ghost.
Sure.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah.
Was this a episode 8 Last Jedi situation? Did Ryan Johnson rip this
Yes,
off?
he did right there. He's like,
That's why. That's why it sucked.
was that 8 or 7?
That was 8. When Luke's Force Ghost
I like that part.
fake sword fought Kylo Ren on
That-
another
the
planet.
Worst thing in the world.
Yeah, let's talk about that till we get a chance to talk about that.
This is the point
wanna
where
be
I
on
did
that.
write the physical to spiritual, emotional, imaginary aspect of Jack Flack is a little bit unclear.
It is
Yeah.
super duper unclear.
Yeah, very unclear.
I will also say It's got to be one of the most gruesome imaginary deaths of an imaginary friend.
Well, yeah, because this is
we've
where
ever
he
seen.
quits the game
Yes, and then he starts
Yeah.
bleeding.
from where he would have been
Immediately,
shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
From where he would have been shot by the other guy.
Blood's pouring down him.
Yeah.
He falls over and dies.
This kid is a murderer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. There's no way to
Because he does shoot. We left this part out. He does shoot Rice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
wasn't murder, though. That was self-defense.
Yeah, but still, this is the best way to get out of child innocence. Honestly,
I agree.
mean, come on.
Kill a man.
Yeah.
That's what this movie's
Well, you're not a man until you've taken another man's life. Now you have no use.
I mean,
for
you're going to
Jack
get
Black.
charged as one probably. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, you might
Yeah.
as well.
That's true. True-ish. Sure.
This is where I came up with the theory of the father also having the mental illness, and then
Well, yeah, because he said here, I was your father's imaginary friend, too.
That's what I'm saying.
I was like, ooh,
I did think Dabney Coleman, in all seriousness, and we roast movies, played the hell out of this scene.
He did.
It was some real sad stuff, and he's like, "You're the best playmate I ever had,"
Yep.
and that whole thing, like the death of childhood and innocence here, and
at no point in time did I ever think about giving this kid a hard time. The actual actor.
No.
I thought he
He's
was
great.
doing a great job.
from the poker face in the sunken Chinese gardens through
Yeah.
this whole entire thing,
Yeah.
fantastic
Yeah,
performance.
100%.
In fact, Dabney Coleman, I read an interview about this where he said he'd get stopped 2 or 3 times a month where there's an airport or he'd be in the middle of a pierogi somewhere and someone would come up to him. And he goes, it was either a father saying, I watched this with my son, or a son saying, I watched this with my father.
Yeah.
And they all told him just how much it meant to them. And he always appreciated that. And in this story, he makes a note to say, and what an actor that kid was, and just enjoyed working with him. And he just
Yeah.
was an incredible
Yeah.
actor.
Good kid actor for the time.
Sure.
for
So if Dabney
Absolutely.
Coleman's giving you props, that's really, really good. All right, there's 18 minutes left in this countdown. And Kim, why is this thing
Why was it beeping? Why did that was dumb? They didn't even-
this late?
That's how annoying it was.
You were really close. I almost was going to mute him.
You're about to mute me. I seen it.
This lady at the
Boom, the
airport
bomb went off.
points his 8-year-old to a flight to Mexico. Oh yeah, this is right.
Yeah, that's
over
right over
there.
there, kid. Yeah.
Kid going
Hop
down
on.
there.
See you
Okay,
later.
fine. Louis Anderson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Makes it appears.
You guys, I've got my own taxi. He actually played a totally different dude. Last time we saw him was in The Wrong Guys.
Yep.
And he's like, won't help. Why have him in there if he's not the one that helps the kid drive?
Was he wasn't anything now, probably.
Maybe not, but it's just like,
It was fun to see.
oh, this guy's going to help the kid. He's like, no, it's some other random
well, he
extra
needed
guy
to
helps
remember
the
because
kid.
he lost his bus pass and the bus driver wouldn't let him get on for 75 cents.
Right.
Or
And so now he's
repay
trying to get a
that.
taxi to just drive him for free.
Yes. But
And
you know who
Louis
he does
Anderson
get to pick
blows
him
him
up?
off.
He gets Todd from Christmas Vacation, the neighbor, to pick
Is that who that is?
Todd.
Really?
Why is it so wet? I don't know.
I don't know, Margot. That's the same dude.
Yeah.
I love that. That's such a great pull.
Bend over. I'll show you.
Kim is trying to warn the police at the airport. They're not listening. The old guy is coming through security now with the old woman, and he's looking around the security, okay? He dumps the gun in the garbage right before they get up to the old guy dumps his gun,
yep.
goes through security. Davey runs through, tries to get the cops to say that's them, even calls them mom and dad. This
Yeah.
is genius. This kid's great at
lady.
being a spy.
Getting better.
Okay.
Yep.
Calls them mom and dad. They end up getting called over by security.
We don't know this kid.
And I love that
Yeah.
he's like, can't you see the age difference? There's
Yeah.
no way we can have a kid this young.
But he gets the kid. The kid gets, Davey gets the cop to say, "Let me see inside the bag."
He's got a cartridge.
Which,
he's got my
Cloak and
gang
Dagger. This is the
cartridge in
proof of it, right? They end up taking Davey hostage and grabbing the gun off the security guard, and now they're walking him back to the freaking
Well, she couldn't
plane.
do it.
No, no, she couldn't. No,
Oh, I shot 8 people.
She was too busy eating cats.
that's what it was. That's what it was. They take him hostage. They take him onto the plane, and
They
the plane
shot
is.
the guy in the leg.
Oh, that's true.
stomach
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The random.
It's like, what do you do? What do you
Poor
do?
guy.
Bam.
Poor guy. Now they're on an empty plane with Davey as their hostage, and Dad finally gets there. He goes to get the mom first.
Boeing 707.
Is it really? It's a big plane.
Yeah.
He goes and gets Kim's mom. Well, I think our kids are, I don't know, they're at the airport because Kim had wrote a note or whatever at home. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
She colored a picture of her
right.
at the airport.
That's right.
With a walkie-talkie and a bomb drawn to the side of it.
And the demand is we want a pilot in 5 minutes or we're going to kill this kid.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. to get out of here. And Dad's like, well, I'm licensed to taxi airplanes.
Taxi an airplane.
Okay, all right.
Master Sergeant.
Whatever that means.
Means
Okay.
he can drive them around on that.
Yeah. I can
Is
drive.
that a real thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, you
only
can
be
just move them
licensed
from
to move
garage to garage.
But like
Yeah.
maintenance guys and whatnot, get them around. They don't have to have a pilot.
Oh, all right. Here's what I don't understand. The cops are running around like crazy. They don't know what to do. The cops that were talking to Kim before, everyone's running around. The flashlight guy from the runway keeps running back and forth to tell them what's good. Why is the flashlight guy in charge of this
I don't know, but thank
hostage
God.
situation?
Thank God he's
Thank God
keeping
he
us
was on
abreast
top
of the
of it.
situation.
Because the cops are all like, what do we do? And he comes in, this is what he says. We should negotiate with him. What do you want me to tell? I'm like, can we swap him out for like a policeman or a
I
negotiator?
think it'd be hilarious. Like the cops are trying to figure out a situation. All of a sudden, somebody asks a question. They don't know what the answer
okay,
is.
so-
they all just pause and look towards the door.
Right.
You wait for he comes in.
Maybe they-
delivers the answer. Oh, thank God.
They,
All right.
they deputized him to be the communication person because they have
That's
cell
what it was.
phones, and I don't know if they could patch into the airplane. Or not.
They wouldn't have been able to communicate with him if it wasn't for flashlight guy.
They just
I'll
look
do-
out the
I'll do-
window and he's
This way.
What does that mean?
Once this way. He's gesturing to the right.
They've got the kid on the plane.
he's doing Morse code.
Finally, my big moment.
That's right.
The dad goes out there because he has a uniform on.
They can
So he's like,
takes a hat.
takes a hat. He's like, all right, I'm going to convince him I'm the pilot. Goes
Glad it was the right size. It would
Yeah,
look
right.
real funny if it was too big or too small.
Yeah.
Davey doesn't
giveaway.
because Davey's got him all the way in the back, trying to disarm this bomb because it's going off in like 4 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Dad's trying to power up the plane and do his whole thing, and they're kind of on him like flies.
What are you doing?
Well, and I love that they like pat him down as he walks in.
Right.
And I'm just like, oh, leave the old lady with 3 fingers to pat him down. Got it.
Yeah, right.
Don't know if you're going to actually find something.
No, you can't.
I didn't feel anything.
40%
Was it
of
on
your
his
hand
right
is-
side? Damn it.
But ultimately, the mom, the old lady, goes back to check on Davey and realizes there's a freaking bomb.
Yeah.
And calls her husband like, forget about the pilot.
George,
back here. And he sends the plane down the road and gets Davey into the cockpit. Okay. Now they're ripping it down the runway. The two bad guys are dealing with this bomb and trying to get into the cockpit. Davey and him, and he opens the window.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
I try to put myself in this situation. It seems almost as dangerous to dump your kid out the cockpit
Well,
as
I
it
don't
would
know.
be.
What happens in a few moments probably proves not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't know at the time. He just like, all right.
Did you know?
Let's-
Did you know
No, we didn't
airliners
know.
like this have actual ways for pilots to get out in emergencies?
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, some of them have these cool, like the 747 has this cool latch on top. You open it up. Saw this on YouTube too. Open it up. They have a bungee rope where and this is crazy. They're huge, right? They're
Yeah.
like, I don't know, 3 or 4.
That's a long drop. That's what I'm saying.
So they just go to like half and then they just drop off. But the bungee like pulls them down enough that they won't break their legs when they fall.
I 100% think he's snapping his ankles, this kid, when he gets dropped from
Yeah.
high.
That's not 747. 707 is a little lower.
Okay, a little lower.
Tuck and roll, Davey. Tuck and roll.
Yeah, right.
Bro, and not only this, I'm thinking about the wheels before he even drops them. And
Well,
sure
he
enough,
was
He's
very
gonna run
close
him over.
to the
Yeah.
engines.
he lands right
Yeah.
in front of the wheels
I didn't
and,
think
has,
about that.
and has to dodge the wheels.
And that plane's moving pretty fast and his engine's spooled up.
And you drop your kid off and then
or
Get sucked through the engine.
Get sucked into the engine. That's a very different ending to that film.
either way, and you're like,
Oh, man. What was I thinking?
Probably. Actually, there was a lot of risk factors I didn't consider here.
I did like before all that happens. He gets him to the cockpit. He says, Jack Flack, Captain Jack Flack, or
seen a
something like that,
cockpit
needs you
before?
to
Oh,
come
that's
up.
right.
And they said, why do you need him to come? It says they wanted me to check on the kid first.
That's right. I
and then the kid knew his dad was there.
because he had said Jack Flack over the
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. And
Ever seen a cockpit? before?
Davey dodges the wheels.
Ever seen a grown man naked? You like gladiator movies?
You ever
Roger,
been in a
Roger.
Turkish prison? Davey dodges the wheels,
Yeah.
thankfully, and you just see the plane just going,
Going.
going, and then eventually,
And he's screaming.
Huge explosion.
huge explosion,
Yeah.
and out walks in, and the silhouette first looks like Jack Flack,
Yeah.
and then eventually it's his father. Yeah,
I have a question. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I was led to believe that Robert Rodriguez in the movie Desperado
yeah.
was the inventor of the explosion, walking away from the explosion,
Yeah.
badass
Yeah.
character. Like, he invented that. Like, for all intents and purposes, I remember seeing an interview with him where they were actually giving him credit for that.
Yeah.
And he was telling a story about how it just kind of came up and such.
Sure.
And I went, wait a minute. Desperado was made in 1995.
Yeah.
This movie was made in 1984.
Yep.
This is basically the hero, because at the time you thought it was
Yeah.
the hero.
He's the real hero.
He was a real hero
Right.
walking away from an explosion.
Yeah.
Am I?
No, I think you're right. I think
Am I?
I think it's ridiculous to say
Is
that.
Cloak and Dagger the actual real?
I don't even want to say because there might have been something before that, but I think it's
I don't
ridiculous
know.
for Robert Rodriguez to have said he invented it because that seems crazy. I'm sure in the 70s there was a movie where that happened too.
I feel like there's something. I don't know. But have you not heard?
No, I had heard. I
Yeah.
think you had even mentioned that in a separate episode before,
Yeah.
and I probably was like, "Yeah, sure."
Maybe he's the first one that did it well.
He
Well,
he made the
got to be the
coolest
first one.
I know, but I agree with you, Joe, because this is definitely the exact thing, and he's got the confident walk, and he's not looking
Yep.
back, and the whole
hero
nine yards.
shot for sure.
The hero shot in front of the flames and the explosion. That it's in front of a green screen because. Bro, here's what I didn't understand. As he's hugging Davey and they're talking to each other and celebrating the fact they're both alive, they're in regular speed and the explosion is in slow motion
Yes.
behind them. Right?
Yes.
I
I'm
also,
like-
but it's funny, but it
like,
gets the point across.
Can't we
right?
just play it back in regular speed? Like,
Maybe they
we
only had so much footage of
we
it.
know it's not right. Oh, so they
I
want
need
to
a
loop it.
C4 explosionist person to tell me.
Yeah.
Would that amount of C4 make that much of an explosion?
Well, the guy makes the comment
Well,
that
he-
it'll
yeah.
destroy half her neighborhood.
Yeah,
But
and it sets all
Whether
all
it's-
that jet fuel.
whether you could,
Yeah, if you
what's
get the jet fuel,
inside
I guess. But he was in the back of the plane.
when he
All right.
was, how a walkie-talkie size worth
80s walkie-talkie.
could do that. I
Yeah,
don't.
Well, enough to do enough to
At
set
least
off the
the
jet
fuel. Yeah.
So I just thank you, Google.
Yeah.
I just Googled, who was the first person to do the hero walking away from the explosion, and
Yeah.
it says Robert Rodriguez popularized
Maybe he made
the
it popular.
dramatic hero shot of the character walking away from an explosion in his 1995 film Desperado.
The only saving grace from that clearly incorrect assumption is one, it's just not true that he invented it. Two, you could argue he popularized it.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
that word mean?
Well, even, okay. And as I scroll down, it looks like there is some other
Right.
ones that kind of do say several other movies featured characters remaining calm
Yeah.
in the face of an explosion, and
Right.
that could be
There you
leading
go.
up to it.
I don't know.
Well, you didn't.
Go ahead.
But
Keep going.
Cloak and Dagger is not on the list.
All right.
No, what I was going to say was what you didn't see was the old lady who made it out the window. And now her left hand only has 3 fingers on it.
She said, "I'll get you next time, Gadget."
Next time.
She became Dr. Claw.
That was the end of it, right?
That's the end of that movie, and it's time for us to move on to what we always do here, which is
Yeah, let's move on.
to see if we can make this movie a little bit better.
We can't. We can't.
There's no way at all.
There's no way possible. I mean, listen, I've been on the show for a long time, James,
Yeah.
and I don't think you've ever convinced me there's a way to make a movie better.
Well, let's try one more time.
All right,
Can we?
I guess for the sake of the show, we'll do one more time, James. It's not going to happen.
All right, let's do it. It's time to see if Arnold would make this movie
There it
better.
is.
Holy crap.
Okay, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, my God. That's a great idea, James.
Let's do it again. I think in 1984, he was at the peak of his powers here.
Yes.
We could absolutely put him in this movie and make this movie better. Not that the movie wasn't already great, but where do you guys think we could stick Arnold to make this movie better?
Jack Flack.
Jack Flack.
As Jack
That's the
Flack,
obvious one, I think.
100%.
right?
100%.
He's the imaginary friend.
Yeah.
Yep.
Listen to me.
That's right, Adam.
I can't fit in this trunk. You're going to have to go by yourself.
Not that way, Davey. It's a dead end. Stop. You good, right?
Watch me jaywalk.
Listen, Davey, I am the ghost voice now. You were always on your own the whole time. Go and save Kim, Davey. Go.
Now I want to see Arnold Schwarzenegger as one of the 3 ghosts in Scrooge.
Congrats, Davey. You won. You did it. I thought he
Shot
shot
a
you.
man.
No, he never touched me. Look at me. My biceps and my pecs are too big. You can't get. I don't believe you anymore. I'm shot. Let's see what what some of the patrons had to say here.
Yeah.
As we always do. We've got Mark Gussick, and he says, as great as Dabney Coleman is, Arnold would be great in this role. Jack Flack. Just imagine him being Davy's dad / imaginary friend. She would be off the wall fun. Him saying some of his lines would be hilarious. Nice, Mark. Yeah, no, that's what we were just doing, and I think it's the clear winner there for sure. Johnny Golab says, gamer nerd Morris, come on. Listen, why don't you sneak up on the 7th floor and bring me back some creatine, Elliot? Love it, man.
And if not, you're going to phone home.
That's right. In the body bag. Jack Flack, this is Dalton, says, just hearing him say, kill them, Davey, do it now, would make this movie so much better. Absolutely. Alan also checking in and says, the boat captain. It'd be funny to hear him constantly to sit down. Listen, you look over here.
You're rocking the boat.
That's what I do over here. We've got this. It's like a theater, but it's outside. You know, it's got trees and stuff where you can watch people. Sit down. Sit down. Stop rocking the boat. And over here, we've got this nice, beautiful river walk.
I'm sorry, I'm so big. I'm so big. Can you get like 15 more people in the front of the boat, please?
Right, please. There's a fire. Aaron Nowak says, Kim, it would be funny seeing him dressed as a little girl. Lady Ace to Jack Flack, do you read me? Could you imagine? I wonder if we got the Arnold. All right, so here's what all the patrons, if you will, over everybody here, 40% of the patrons that voted said Dabney Coleman, and then we got 20% for everybody else. But in fact, you know what? I don't even need to do the metrics for this because we only had 5 submissions and we've got 5 people. So there you go.
That's easy enough.
That's easy enough to know the percentages already. All right, guys. Well, how about we start giving out some actual awards?
Okay.
And we'll do that with the most prestigious award we give out. It's the Will Patton Award for Intensity. Let's get it.
You want a war? I'll give you a war!
Oh, Gloss, I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night! And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
What are you doing with a gun in space?
All right. So here we go, guys. It's time for our Will Patton Award. And as we've been doing the last few episodes, it's time for BMR hosts versus the patrons. And so, Chuck, who did you have as your Will Patton Award winner?
This one's a little hard for me.
Okay.
I didn't sense a ton of super passion in this movie from the actors. I liked much of them.
Yes.
So I'm going between Davey and Jack.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go Jack. I think I more like Davey, but I think the intensity was Jack.
Yeah, Jack
so
Flack.
Dabney
All right.
Coleman.
Kurt?
I agree. I thought he was great. I liked, what's his name?
Dabney Coleman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dabney Coleman?
I thought he did a good job. I really enjoyed him as both roles.
Perfect. And then who was your pick?
I'm voting mental illness. Davey all the way.
Well, here's your chance.
Yeah, convince me that because I
gotta have to convince at least one
Come
person.
on, when Jack is dying and Davey's, giving the whole speech about, come on.
But he was doing a really good job at dying.
He was a good job at acting like, he was sad that he was dying.
The kid is pretty good, but I think he's just good. I don't know if he's intense. I feel like Coleman brought more of the intensity.
Well, he kind of had a deadpan face throughout most of the movie.
Again, that
so
stare down at the drop off at the first part
it was pretty
was
intense. It was smoldering as the rock.
We only got to get one, and I sense it's going to be Chuck if you're going to convince it.
I had him first, and then
Or
I'm
is
like,
it me?
do
I have to?
don't
Do you have to
know.
convince me?
Let's try.
Well,
to
no,
think
because
of
it's already
Coleman's-
losing. It'll be 2 to
what was
1. You're out
Coleman's
anyway, right?
intensity scenes, like when he's the father and he's like,
Well, when he's angry and he calls he didn't call the police officer, the deputy, whatever, the sheriff calls him and they start talking about him being like, his son's there and he's like starting to kind of go into a panic.
Yeah.
And I think that was pretty intense.
he's busting through the
I
seat.
think-
and he's like, do this, do that.
I think the moment of when he's dying is really well done.
No, excuse me, guys. I just want to say something. You're talking about 2 characters. It's one actor,
Yes.
two characters. You guys have to pick the best.
No, it's the actor. So, see, that does prove our case, too. He did both.
Yeah, he
had
did
to do
two
both
different
of them. Pretty
roles.
different roles.
Which to me, he's talented enough
hard
and
to
does
find.
enough job that
I'll
he does it.
concede.
All right.
I'll
All right,
concede.
so then looks like we weren't able to win anybody over to the kid side. So the BMR hosts have said that our Will Patton Award nominee is Dabney Coleman. Now, if the patrons agree, then he's just going to win it outright, and if not, then we're going to have a little bit of a kerfuffle on our hands here. And so
Good
let's
old
see what happens.
kerfuffles.
I love kerfuffles.
So Dalton comes in and says,
Good chip.
Jeanette Nolan. She comes off at first playing such a nice little old lady, saying quaint things like, looks like a pervert, if you ask me, and trying to help Davey. Then she turns into a huge bitch. I mean, at one point, she straight up punches Davey in the face when she chloroforms him. That alone deserves a nomination for the award. So that's one for the
I guess.
old lady.
Interesting.
Gets
Didn't
one.
even mention the fact she had 3 fingers. But
That's right. She ripped 2 of them off. That's how intense she was. I want this part. And just tears them from her body. Alan says Henry Thomas, the kid,
Right.
as Davey.
I like it already.
He had the chops of a kid who was frustrated with the adults in his life.
Okay.
All right. Mark Gussick says Mike Murphy. Dude was super intense in his role as the bad guy. He just oozed
That's
intensity.
Rice? Yeah, it's Rice.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's Rice. Absolutely. So we got
Gotta
3
wash that
votes.
rice.
I think it was overdone.
Hey.
He forgot to wash it. That's
Johnny
the problem.
Colab says Dabney Coleman. First vote for Dabney. I had to rack my brain from 9 to 5. Nice.
Nice job.
To pinpoint my decision here. It's really nothing personal. So it's another Dabney Coleman movie. So let's not treat me like a Muppet in Manhattan
Oh my gosh.
with a sore Tootsie.
Give this guy the award
I've
for working through
conducted
that.
so much research to make this pick count. I may have started a war game.
Oh my God.
Let's not
Dragnet.
this out any longer.
Seriously, this is the most intense,
job, Jogo.
Will Patton I've ever seen. That was awesome.
Go Lab. That's a W right there for
Those
you,
are some
man.
pretty good movies.
Yeah, what we need is at this point one more second vote for any of these people. We only got
Okay.
one person left, I
I'm
think.
going to guess it's Coleman.
Aaron Nowak says Dabney Coleman as Jack Flack. That's going to seal the deal here. I didn't realize that Jack was actually Davey's dad until I was older for some reason. But when Coleman is playing Jack, he is spot on and kept the excitement high and action going. Plus, who wouldn't want an imaginary military guy helping you get into trouble? Not out of trouble, is how Aaron said, into trouble. And that means that the BMR hosts and the patrons agree. So Dabney Coleman is going to win.
I'm okay with that, I
Nice
guess.
job.
I will say, the kid I really liked.
Yeah.
Good actor in this. I just think he was intense, but he was good actor.
Nice. All right. So, yeah, all right, guys, time to move on to our Trash Can Full of Dirt award, named after the worst actor of all time, Mr. Steven Seagal.
Trash can, oh trash can, it's a trash can full of dirt, yeah.
Love never dies. And
Never.
neither do they. Love is eternal. And that's a long time.
Joe, do you know who sings that?
Yes. It's his daughter.
Yeah, keep it that way.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
He was singing along.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I liked it.
I was like so lost there for a second. All right.
Joe's just
Everyone
giving
likes
me the
that
death
stare.
glare.
Everyone likes Joe's dulcet tones.
That's intense right there.
scraped
All right,
over.
I hate it when we say this, but I
is
didn't
it?
think there was any terrible actors. I'm gonna go
On with it. Yes,
with the
get over
principal, the little girl. It's gotta be the little girl. I feel
little
like
girl,
I feel like that's punching down literally, but I think the little girl was the worst of the principal.
All right. Kim gets. Who's your trash can?
I agree.
Kim?
I'm annoyed by her completely through this movie.
Yeah.
Who's your trash can?
From now and moving forward is always going to be Bob.
Oh, come on. I need an actual answer.
I guess we win.
Okay, so I just want to say my trash can full of dirt moving forward I'm tired of Bob's shenanigans. I'm gonna give all my other ones a pass. They're all done. From now on, moving forward is gonna be Bob.
All right.
But my runner-up was the girl.
Oh, look at this.
Nice.
Unanimous.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was the worst part that she did that you got?
All
oh,
of
it was
it.
so
the
terrible.
whole part.
Can I
Give me an example.
listen? But can I get one?
Yeah.
Well, she was an annoying little her acting.
character,
her
though, but her
acting
acting was not
was
great.
against the Davy.
Yeah, it was
Her acting was atrocious.
I understand, but can you point to one moment where she was exceptionally terrible?
She acted. Her voice reminded me of 1950s
Oh my
housewife.
God.
Okay, that's still
Yeah.
a generalization.
There, anytime she talked, like, you know, her fake, like, oh, I'm annoyed, and like gets, oh no, mom, he's not good for you. Like,
I think Chuck said it better earlier when he said it would be better if she was at least a little sister.
Yes,
Because
I
then
think
I
that
feel
would
like
be
the
better.
annoyance would have been
100%.
more accurate instead of it being
Yeah.
so misplaced as just a best friend that you're annoyed with.
But guys, can I try to convince you two to vote Bob? Is that possible?
No,
Can I
but
tell you
here's-
all the crappy things
I can't give you necessarily
that
one
he's done?
instance,
Yeah.
but I do think every time her lines stilted, they felt like stilted lines. Like
Okay.
she wasn't fully able to do the role.
All right.
And I'm sure she's a wonderful
fine.
actress later on.
Well,
That's why I
we'll
picked
see
her.
if the patrons agree with you.
I feel
And-
bad picking on kids,
And perhaps they do.
but compared to Davey, he's
Yeah.
a really good
I
actor.
just wish that guy would
Well,
have dropped her.
he's
You-
the proof
you
that
knew a
it
guy that
doesn't
was
matter
trying
if
to
you're a
pick
kid,
up
you can
on
still do a
kids.
good job.
Yeah, and he was proof because in ET he was really good, and he didn't
what I'm
act like
saying.
that either. So.
In a van.
All right, Dalton comes in and says, Christina Nigra, at times I wanted to punch my computer because her acting infuriated me so much. The reason why she wasn't acting much after this, a trash can gives more emotion than her acting. It's another vote for Kim. Man, oh man. Alan says, Kim, I usually don't pick on the kids, or she did not do well. That's 2 votes for Kim.
Give it to
Mark
Alan.
Gussick
Short and
says,
sweet.
Tim Rosovich.
Yeah, that's
Well,
valid too.
okay.
The football guy acting was terrible. I didn't believe him for a second, even when he was wearing that horrible gray tracksuit. True. Johnny Golab says Eloy Casadez as Alvarez. I can't pinpoint his terribleness, but the universe did because he was a homeless man in D-War. Was he? So count your D-Wars was the other terrible.
Yeah, that
snake
Dragon
movie.
War.
Yeah.
So count your corpse blessings, Louis Anderson, because it was about to come I was about to come off the top rope at Louis. You gross, whiny man, baby. That's why you had that gap in your teeth, so it's easier to breastfeed at 50,
my
fat tub of casket cream pie.
Oh, he really doesn't like him. Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of these little one-hit wonders.
Johnny's so good
seeing
at this.
people that are bad, but that
Yes.
doesn't count to me. I mean,
No, I hear you.
I think the girl she's a primary.
100%. Aaron Nowak says the little girl for reasons.
I
love it, man.
I love it.
Well, that means they also pick him. And so twice in a row, the patrons and hosts are in lockstep.
Here we go.
And Christina
High
Nigra,
High fives all around,
Is
gentlemen.
High five the Patreons. Do it right now.
the Trash Can Full of Dirt Award. Man, oh man, not good
Good
enough.
on her.
That's right.
I'm not getting paid for this.
We're going to move on to the next award, which is the Bixby Snyder One Scene Wonder.
Oh no! It's boiling acid! I'd buy that for
Now I don't want to say anything, because if I say anything now, Kurt's going to tell me to shut up.
We haven't seen yet.
Okay, USA. Deeper. There's no sea deeper.
Frankly, I find the idea of a bug that thinks offensive.
Prepare to die, Powers!
So he hid it. In one place he knew he could hide something, his ass.
All right.
Joe, you were so good during that.
Yeah, there you go.
Walking is
I'm
the
going to
best.
punch you
It's
right in the
time.
face.
Let's find out, boys. Chuck, who did you have?
For
One Scene Wonder.
I like the couple at Riverwalk.
All right. Which one, though? The dad or the wife?
Probably the dad.
All right.
I liked his Call J. Edgar Hoover thing. I thought they were funny.
Nice. Kurt.
I would also go with that because I thought his line was really great during his scene with the kid.
Yes.
Because he basically tells him to, like, you know, what was it, Hoover or whoever
J.
he calls
Hoover,
him?
yeah.
And he just basically tells him
But
to screw off.
You guys have agreed on every single
I know,
award
it's
so
scary
far.
tonight.
Yeah.
Every single time.
But I would also, as a backup, say Louis Anderson. I just thought it was fun to see him, even though I don't necessarily like him.
It
But
probably
it
was
was
his
funny
best
to
acting
just see
of
him.
his career.
It probably, yeah.
So, Joe, you're either going to have to once again be in the shoes of having to convince one of them that they're wrong.
Okay, so the only one-hit wonder character that got a laugh out of me, I thought it was because it was so random, and I just thought it was hilarious. Was the airline attendant? Hey, what's going on here? It's like just like, my leg, it's like out of nowhere he takes a great one. It's like having the straight arrow. You just come out of nowhere. I absolutely love the fact that he just my vote.
But wasn't that funnier than the dad on the Riverwalk?
I mean, it was more tragic.
It was more comedic. But I feel like the dad was more real in that instant because he was just like, this kid's bothering me. I got no time for anything else.
And then I think she said he's dead, and is like, oh no, we can't do anything.
What about I see. I can't only offer one up unless there's.
I will say, that guy getting shot was a pretty good scene. He did do that. He was very convincing. He had gotten shot,
and it was a good chuckle moment.
It was nowhere.
Yeah.
He just takes a 44 mag to the leg.
What about the guy, the video game in the lab coat guy that was like, I've been shot. Here's this game.
He wasn't good.
He was overacting.
He turned into a mannequin.
I think the question
that was also comedic. Yeah,
I just don't know if I'm going to back off my table guy.
No,
I don't think
it's not the boat tour guy.
Why do I got to bend?
You don't have to bend. You can stay 2-1. You're not about bending. It's about you convincing one of them to come to your side.
I'm sticking with mine.
So I think of that scene. That was a pretty good scene.
I'm sticking with mine.
It's one of them.
I think it's Joe's. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Chuck. I'm switching over.
Either way, I'll accept consensus.
My boy,
you're my boy.
That was pretty funny.
That was a pretty funny scene.
Airport guy.
And he sold that pretty good.
Airport leg.
The BMR hosts have offered airport leg guy.
I like to think that if I got shot, I would do that too.
Yeah. Oh, my leg.
Well, let's see what these guys
I've been shot.
And he really came out like he cared about what was happening.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
what's going on?
He's the only one who
sounds like you're conceding.
I'll concede.
All right, there we go.
That, but I really like the guys at the table. Actually,
perfect.
Couples.
They were good too.
Yeah, there we go.
Not saying that they weren't.
Well, let's see who the patrons. So we've got airport leg guy and the patrons come up with. Dalton says, "Guy with the wife at the cafe." Cafe couple. This guy reminds me of my dad. Just the exchange alone between him and Davey is one of a kind. Why don't you kill him first? Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. To flipping out about J. Edgar Hoover being dead deserves the award. Alan says Louis Anderson as taxi driver number 2. Just nice to see him early on. Mark Gussick says Bill Forsyth. I think he was only in he was only in 2 scenes if his dead body doesn't count. I don't count his dead scene. His 2 scenes were in so much. Just him being a nerdy gamer guy with those glasses sealed it for me. So
solid. But
Bill is Morris is the next pick. Johnny Golab says Stephen from Holtz. Why don't you guys just sit down and quit rocking the boat? Dude wasn't taking no from Lil Mex and Cro-Magnon, the unfrozen caveman henchman. Boat tour guy.
Nice.
Love
That's
it.
a good one.
Good one, too. And then Aaron Nowak says, the boat captain. Because I said so, which means that patrons have picked the boat captain, and now I have to decide if the boat captain is better than the airport leg guy.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did you go through this whole thing just to set up where I'm no longer a tiebreaker?
No.
And then I try to draw this show out by voting for Bob. Was that whole debacle the reason why you changed the format?
No. Truthfully, no. It's just a great side benefit. No. I changed it to make it more fun. Fun for us,
yes,
fun for them.
It did seem like more fun, but it just very conveniently timed.
Yeah, well, it just...
He did it 2 ago.
This is our third time doing it.
I feel like you're like, I need to come up with something.
We did it on Monster Squad, and then we did it. We did GMR. We did Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
this
I know.
is only the second BMR that we've done.
I'm just saying. I'm just feeling like it's very convenient that I.
Well, it's no, but you've actually. I didn't even think about it until you brought it up, and I'm
like,
so happy now.
I can no longer do it anymore.
No, you can't. You can still give Bob. And then tell me what your runner-up is.
Yeah, do what I want.
But you can't drag the show out for another 5 extra minutes anymore.
So much fun.
But guys, let's see the boat captain. I was offering up the boat captain as somebody to try and convince you to get off of your thing. So I really thought he was great.
He was pretty good.
Here's why I don't like him. He didn't notice that these guys were predatory against this child. Okay? And all he wanted to do is, I don't care if you're trying to molest this kid, capture him, kill him, whatever, but you're going to sit your ass down on this boat while we're doing this tour.
Safety regulations.
Okay? I don't think anybody noticed that these 2 guys are predatory, except for one man, airport attendant.
I think I'm going to go with airport leg guy. Not because they did, believe me. I have no problem disagreeing with these guys. But
way to be, guys.
The boat captain was not it.
Did it, boys.
So airport leg shot guy.
Yeah, suck it, Patriots.
We win again.
A little competitive rivalry. I like that. I love that. Appreciate it, guys. It's time to come down now with our final votes. And so we'll start, as we always do, with the patrons here. And Dalton says, first time watching this movie and last time watching it. I love the whole spy game style of the screenplay, and it did have its suspense moments. Other than occasional bad CGI or whatever, it was around that time. I know it's the 80s. I feel like the story was good. However, the only time I would watch this again would be over at someone's house. I couldn't stop thinking E.T. should pop out at some point during the movie and help Elliot. So he's going good movie that sucks as his pick. All right, Chuck, how do you feel? I know you said earlier you had some thoughts.
I think other people picked up on this too, but I thought it was it's a good movie. That's what I'd say first. I think the reason I think it actually works relatively well as a metaphor for growing up. Right? I mean, here's a kid who's had this imaginary friend that's been kind of a crutch, right? And then he has to go into this
real world situations.
It's his loss of innocence, right? I guess literally in this case, because he's shooting people and stuff. Yeah. The metaphor, of course, is the spy, imaginary spy to real life spy. Right. And that connects to the reality of all of us at some point have to start making real decisions. And you picked up on this really well. I don't think I noticed as much when he started disagreeing with Jack and realizing, there's imaginary spy life and then there's real spy life. And you can sort of see how that there's imaginary world, what we wish and desire as kids versus what is reality, what's wise, smart to do versus not smart, that kind of thing. So I enjoyed the movie. I'd never seen it before. It kept me interested. I cared. It had enough danger that the kids, you're like, I don't totally know what's going. Are they actually going to blow up Kim? Like, I can see that within a realm of possibility in this movie because the bad guys
scraping Kim off the side of a building.
Yeah, and they killed Morris. So I mean, it had enough actual danger that it was interesting. I didn't know exactly where it was going to go. I liked the twist with the old people being the bad guys. So I thought it was a good film. And Dabney Coleman was great. And the little Davey did a good job.
All right. Awesome,
good
man.
movie. I would watch this again.
Okay.
Alan says, I enjoyed this movie when it came out. Yeah, I was 12, but I think it holds up. Not meant for the olds. It definitely is a good movie if you're an elementary school kid. That's another vote for good movie from Alan.
All right, solid.
Curt.
I agree with Chuck. Pretty much everything he said. I know we've been agreeing most of it tonight, but the only thing I want to add is I just really ended up liking the movie. From a standpoint, it's surprisingly edgy for an 80s movie, for a PG movie. And then it made me feel very reminiscent about all the movies that we watched as kids, because this was my first time seeing it. So it was definitely a situation where now seeing it, I feel like if I would have watched it then, it would have been a nostalgic movie for me now. And so to me, it's a good movie. Putting myself in that, 8-year-old spot, whatever we would be at that time, 6, my daughter's around the same age, and she watched this movie with me, and she loved it, and she was hooked. I mean, she was like, what's going to happen? I was like, I don't know. I've never seen this movie before. She's like expecting me to know.
Yeah. Why didn't he just use his cell phone to get out of this?
Computers weren't a big thing then. Yeah. So
if you only went on YouTube and researched Cadillacs, he would know what to do.
So it was kind of cool to see it from her eyes, because it kind of made me go like, this is what movies are all about. And I feel like there's almost this spoon-fed thing that we're supposed to do now. And it was just on the edge of where you kind of got to think about your choices that you make. And so ultimately, good movie.
Love it. All right, man.
And that's one other thing too in that is that he was afraid, right? He had to push through his fear. He didn't want to do this, keep doing it, but he had to because he knew it was important and he had to take the next step.
Absolutely.
That was great. You don't see that much.
No, that's true.
Like Home Alone, he becomes a superhero.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Through his fear.
Right.
Mark Gussick, and here's what I want to say before, and I think Mark's going to allude to this here in his review. Mark, since before there was a Discord, I think Mark has been asking us to do Cloak and Dagger.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So the Goose here, very, very excited for this. I've been waiting since the beginning of the show for this, he says. Finally, it's happened. I remember watching this movie so many times as a kid. I still watch it to this day and enjoy it even more. I own the 4K disc and it looks amazing. Pick it up if you can find it. The supplemental materials are great. Some movies don't hold up, but to me, this is a good movie, full stop. I will enjoy this movie forever. No dog poop scale, no know nothing, just a good, fun movie. Look at that.
Solid.
Mark, I mean, not that I thought you'd go somewhere else, but I'm happy for you that this has finally happened, dude, for sure.
He
Joe.
leaves the show tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah, I know.
Joe, your thought.
If Mark Gusick likes this, well, he's going to have a hard time with mine. I am definitely not crapping on this movie. I love this movie. Some of the points that I think if this movie was made, some of the harder to swallow points of this is the fact of the 80s tropes.
Yeah.
Of the children running amok, not being supervised. The fact that this kid shoots and kills. They're like, it's a PG movie and there's murder and death.
Yeah.
It's a little weird, I think, but the story is solid. If they were to do this today, they would just swap out the young kid for somebody a little bit older,
Right.
so it's not as
Dramatic.
Right. A 16-year-old or something like that.
Yes, exactly. Some of that's that little, yeah. But I think if they made this movie today, this movie would still slap.
Yeah.
I remember watching it when I was younger. I thought the little hint of mystery of having his imaginary friend come to life, supposedly, added a layer of wonder that still I can't explain.
Yeah.
We can't truly understand and agreed upon whether he was actually real or not.
Right.
I thought that was so cool when I was young when I seen it. Coming from a kid that used to play with little soldiers in the same exact way he used to do it. I mean, other than the awesome space shuttle wallpaper. I'm like, I was very much, I had a big imagination. I thought I was, Army guy. I would run around and such and do similar things. And so this was very much a look into my past. But I absolutely just adored this movie. Again, some of the 80s cliche stuff is a little, but other than that, it's fine. It's great. It's a good movie, full stop. Thank you, Mark, for sticking around and pushing this one, because I was really happy to finally revisit this, and I was so happy to have it still hold up today.
That's awesome, man. And don't worry, I don't think Mark's going anywhere because there's another one he's been pining for over and over and over again.
Which one's that?
It was an 80s movie starring Anthony Edwards called Gotcha.
Oh, no, I have never heard of that one.
Yeah. I've never seen that or even heard
so
of it.
we'll see if that ever happens at some point. But all right. And what's funny is that he wants that movie so bad, and he was Goose in Top Gun, and this guy we call Goose because we used to mispronounce his name.
Yeah.
As Mark Gusak. Yeah, that's interesting. Look at that. All right. Johnny Golab comes in and says, I thought the Alamo was bigger. Cloak and Dagger, huh? Dagger and Cloak, those are fun things I've masturbated with before. Wow, but don't make nearly as exciting of a movie. Well, it does, just not for this podcast. I was so bored I spent an hour and 41 minutes getting exponentially pissed off that E.T. didn't let this kid die a few years prior.
Gosh.
I'm landing on Bad Movie That Rules, even though it bored 44-year-old me. I know 14-year-old me would have loved it. Bad Movie That Rules. All right, Johnny, I respect that, man. Yeah. I think it's not made for 44-year-olds.
No.
Right?
You spelled masturbation wrong.
Got him. Sorry, Johnny. Chuck got you there, buddy. All right, and then finally, Aaron Nowak says, this is a nostalgia twist film for me. I loved it as a kid, but as I grew older and smarter, it just doesn't hit like it used to, but it's still a good watch. This is one of those movies I remember being a Sunday matinee on WGN when I was little. Yeah. It has its parts that I do enjoy, but others that kind of drag and make you want to punch a child in the face with your foot. I think that's just called kicking, man.
No. That's exactly what he wrote down, what he meant.
But still a classic in my book. BMR the whole way. Bad Movie That Rules. All right, Aaron.
It's like stomping, but in the air.
Yeah. So, I mean, looking at the film objectively, I think it's well made by Mr. Franklin. I think, especially for what they had at the time. The only big glaring thing I can think of is the slow motion explosion behind them at the end there. But I think the movie is well made. I think it sets out to accomplish exactly what it wanted to. I think the script is tight and not. I don't think there's a lot of times where it drags personally.
No, not really.
So I think it's a well-made movie objectively. I think it's a good movie. I think the critics got that right. I think the audience is wrong here. I think this movie still holds up.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I don't understand why the audience score is as low as it is.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. Maybe it's parents showing to their kids and being horrified by what happens.
Yeah,
But
could have been the PG rating.
But I think I'm with Joe on this. I think it's okay, and something that's very much missing from kids' movies today. It's okay to have a little bit of peril. Maybe not this much peril. Maybe just a little bit of peril. Okay, but you know what I mean?
Not too perilous.
Not too perilous.
Like a shot glass of peril.
Yeah.
But like kids' movies are so like not dangerous. There's no stakes. You're never afraid for any of the kids.
No.
Because you know they're not going to do this stuff in kids' movies.
Well, we talked about that in Monster Squad.
Same thing.
Yeah, it's just where's the peril?
Where's the peril?
Yeah. In today's movies, it just doesn't seem apparent.
Part of what made Monster Squad great is you thought they might die.
Yeah.
In this, Davey could easily get killed. Other people were getting killed. The little girl could have got blown up, like Chuck said. So I think that enhances the movie. I think it still holds up, and it's a good movie straight up. I'll add my vote to that. And so what we end up with here, guys, is out of all the votes, 6 for good movie, 1 good movie that sucks, and 1 bad movie or 2 bad movies that rules, but nobody said straight up bad for this movie. So I think that's overwhelmingly positive for Cloak and Dagger, and there's no reason it should be 56% audience score.
No reason.
So get on Rotten Tomatoes, create an account, and give this thing a thumbs up on.
I think this is the third movie I've been on that has been one of those situations where this is, again, a classic BMR movie that should be brought to the light because it deserves so much more.
100%. So hopefully this will get more people to go see Cloak and Dagger. Maybe we'll get that thing up.
It does seem a lot of the reviews that didn't like it gave it 1 were content based.
Oh, is that? Yeah. See, well, there you go. Maybe don't raise your kids in a bubble, I guess is what I have to say to that. All right. At the right age, don't show a 5-year-old this movie, but
it was fun. I enjoyed it. I was really surprised.
13-year-old?
Yeah, for sure.
When I heard the title and realized it wasn't that old 46 movie, I'm like, I don't know what this is going to be. But I really enjoyed it. My wife and I was good.
Well, we're moving on, guys. And next week we have the winner of the latest BMR Patreon poll. If you want to vote for an episode every month, you got to get on there to do that. And so next week, Chuck will be back. This will be 3 in a row for you because it's time for the Cannonball Run.
Oh, I love that one.
Is next
so
week.
excited.
I really enjoyed jumping on Discord.
Are you on Cannonball Run too, aren't you?
I think I am.
You are. So you both be back next week.
Holy crap.
Look at
It's
that.
Cannonball Run 1 or 2.
I enjoyed watching this with the Patreons. On Discord.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's one of the little things.
Yeah.
I don't participate in a lot of things, but I do participate when they do the watch parties as much as I possibly can. And I love sitting there chatting with everybody, watching these.
That's a movie where a lot of these I have not seen. That one I watched multiple times.
I have never seen
it.
Oh, really?
It's entertaining.
It's been my first time ever watching it.
I probably haven't watched it.
Jackie Chan's in it. It's
we'll
great.
See if it holds up. I'm sure there are much more offensive parts in it than I remember from today's perspective.
But
there's
it's a
lot of
race
parts
movie,
I
so
really enjoyed.
It's a race movie, so Clint's going to be in here too. So we're going to have these two back in along with Mr. Clint Bush, and we'll be tackling
talking about cars,
car stuff, and AKA Cannonball Run. So join us next week for that, guys. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, right? Isn't Dom DeLuise in that movie?
Yes.
Tight spandex.
Yeah, Dom DeLuise in spandex.
Everybody's in this movie.
Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr.
All right. James Bond is in it too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Klinger from
MASH.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. We'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for listening on behalf of Curt and Joe and Chuck. I'm your host, James Hauser. We'll catch you next time. I can't wait to see it, man. I feel like it's been since like Death Race 2000 that we had like a good car movie.
Yes. It is.
Fast and the Furious.
This is a good car movie.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds in this thing is hilarious.
Oh, perfect. I've barely ever seen any Burt Reynolds movies until I started doing this show. Now I've seen more. There's that one we had on the poll one time. It was another racing movie. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it ended in this insane car crash that lasted like 10 minutes. It was crazy.
It's not fair.
Stroker Ace. That's what it was.
It's not fair. Jack Flack always gets away.
Pretty good.
Escapes.
Oh,
The dad killed the mom.
Escapes.
Oh, man.
The dad killed the mom. It is mental illness, hereditary.
That's what I want to know.
We can all agree that after all he's gone through, he really does need to go see Dr. Sullivan.
Yes, that we can all agree for sure.